Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you on this Sunday night. Another night in your city, the city of Melbourne. Are you ready to rock? Are you ready to kickbox? Gladiators Collide, the 26th Big Show Team Ultimate. Paul Demicoli, manager, Coach John Cheetah. We welcome you to the Keilor Stadium for an action-packed night of kickboxing. 10 big fights, some emotion. Let's get ready to rumble in center ring. Professional Boxing and Martial Arts Board, Mark McCarthy, Bob Todd, 2 times Aussie champ Scott Brower, and Malcolm McGuinness. Howard Lee, MC Hammer, on behalf of Team Ultimate, welcome to Gladiators Collide. Our opening bout sponsored by Super Deal Furniture. Scheduled 3 rounds of kickboxing. Your judges at ringside, Graham Waddell, Matthew Thine, and David the Rock Hedgecock. When the bell tolls for the first of 3 rounds of kickboxing, your referee in center ring, Mr. Ignatius Musat. With their opening bout, scheduled 3 rounds, Super Deal Furniture. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome on my right, occupying the red corner with world champ Barish Nessif, assisting the master trainer Jamal Hassan. He scaled 62.65 kilograms last night at the official weigh-in at the Paradise Cafe in Deer Park. Would you welcome from Broadmeadows, Musat Altinsoy. Wearing black with gold stars and red. And across the ring from the Dandy Fight Centre, John Dunas wearing black with gold. His prospect wearing Collingwood colours, black with white trim. Would you welcome John Chrispoulos. He scaled 63.30 kilograms. 3 rounds, your referee, Ignatius Musat.
Well, Michael Chevello ringside with Mark the Hammer Castanini. We're about to get away in the first fight of the night. It will be Musat Altinsoy. Out of the red corner, trained by Jamal Hassan, up against John Chrisopoulides. Out of the blue corner from the Johnny Dunas stables in Dandenong. We're underway in the first round. This one's scheduled for 3x2. Overhand right round kick combination there from John Chrisopoulides. Musat Altinsoy opening up there with a high right round kick to the head. Good shot it was too. Jumping front kick attempted there by John Chrisopoulides. Referee Ignatius Musat separates both men. Leaping inside leg kick from Chrisopoulides. Didn't quite find the market. Here comes Altinsoy now with a straight right hand. Both men opening the first round solidly. This one's set for 3. The first of 10 fights on tonight's card. This fight being brought to you by Super Deal Prestige Furniture. Musat Altinsoy just opens up a straight right hand. Goes for the inside leg kick. Sweeping inside leg kick to the inside right thigh. Front kick to the midsection there from Altinsoy. Then a short right hook. Left hand catches Altinsoy. Here comes Chrisopoulides now. High right round kick from Chrisopoulides. Both men have started at a cracker pace. Straight right hand there by John Chrisopoulides. Chrisopoulides just moving into a leg kick. Didn't quite get the check off it. Inside thigh kick there from Chrisopoulides. Comes over the top of the left hook, right hand combination. Altinsoy misses with the inside leg kick. Here comes Chrisopoulides now, applying the pressure upstairs. Straight left in front of the target there for Altinsoy. And just pushes John Chrisopoulides off. 1 minute 40 down here in the first round of action, set for 3. Thumping right hand to the jaw there from John Chrisopoulides. Outside thigh kick from Chrisopoulides. There's the end of the first round between John Chrisopoulides and Musat Altinsoy. Hammer, what did you think of that, the first round of action?
Well, Michael, it was a good even start to the first round. I'd have to say Chrisopoulides probably working his hands a little more intently, but nevertheless, a good even start to this one.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
Welcome Special K to ringside. Second touch, round 2. You just joined us for another.
We are ready to go
Gladiators
in the second round of action. Musat Altinsoy against John Chrisopoulides. The first round perhaps belonging slightly to John Chrisopoulides. Referee Ignatius Michelanis will get us underway for the second round. This one's set for 3. Here we go in the second round of action. Left-right combination there from Altinsoy. Altinsoy assuming the southpaw stance in this round. Jab, rear hand combination. Chrisopoulides ties him up. Snappy jabs there from Altinsoy. Working the jab good early on here in the second round. Good leg kick there from Chrisopoulides. Then caught a short right hand to the forehead. Couple of jabs there from Altinsoy again.
Well, Altinsoy is working well now, Michael. He's starting to use his jab a lot better. Big looping punches coming from Chrisopoulides. But Altinsoy is starting to use his reach a bit more. Maybe a little bit deep in the stance, but he's still putting it together well.
Short left hook there from John Chrisopoulides. Didn't quite find the mark. Thought about the high right round kick to the head.
Wore a straight right there, Altinsoy, by the right hand of Chrisopoulides. Again, Chrisopoulides trying to favour that big overhand right. Hasn't really hit the target yet for him, but if it does, it's going to certainly do a bit of damage as it just slaps the side of Altinsoy's face again.
Chrisopoulides just in close there on Musat Altinsoy. Moves in with the round kick, didn't quite find the mark. Good snappy left hand, right hand combination there from Altinsoy. Round kick combination, left hand there from Altinsoy. Altinsoy doing better here in the second round than he did in the first. Clubby right hand there from John Chrisopoulides.
He's starting to work off his jab a lot better, Altinsoy, now. He just needs to power it up a bit and back it up with something after that. Maybe throw a right or a leg kick. He's just relying on the one-off jab. He's got to be doubling up a bit more.
Inside thigh kick there from John Chrisopoulides. Musat Altinsoy, he wears a right hand to the side of the head. Dropping the right hand down the breadbasket now, and a good left hand there from Chrisopoulides. Succession of leg kicks by Chrisopoulides, then a couple of real left hands from Musat Altinsoy. Chrisopoulides just calling him forward, into the second round of action.
You're coming through on mine, not too bad. Up there on the monitor.
Final round.
We are ready to rumble in the third and final round of action. Musat Altinsoy out of the red corner against John Chrisopoulides out of the blue corner. Our first fight brought to you by Ultimate Promotions, Paul DeMaccaulay and John Sheeter. Chrisopoulides goes to the outside left thigh. Altinsoy switching between southpaw and orthodox stance. Snappy jab there from Altinsoy. Altinsoy just dancing around the ring, fires out the straight left hand. Good chopping thigh kick there from Musat Altinsoy.
Well, this fight probably one round apiece, Michael. This third round will be the decider. Oh!
Snappy left hand there from Musat Altinsoy. Found the target, smack bang on the kisser.
Tidy left hand there from Altinsoy.
Wild hook
straight
there
in.
from Altinsoy. Left hand just caught Chrisopoulides on top of the cranium. Altinsoy goes downstairs to the lead thigh, catches him there with a nice left hand. The southpaw might be confusing John Chrisopoulides here in the third round, 45 seconds down.
Chrisopoulides has to use his right hand a lot more and his right leg in particular. If his fighters change stance, he's got to be working a lot more off that right side.
Overhand right and another one there from John Chrisopoulides. Found it sweetly. Ignatius Miscellaneous breaks both fighters. Chrisopoulides moves in, a big thumping leg kick to the left thigh. Musat's backed into the corner now. He wants to get out of there. Outside thigh kick by John Chrisopoulides. Thunderous overhand right, didn't quite find the mark. Chrisopoulides all over him, keeping him shacked up in the neutral corner. Musat just tries to fire out the right uppercut. Where's another overhand right, then one to the bread basket. Both men slugging it out leather for leather here in the third and final round. Short left kick there from John Chrisopoulides. Outside thigh kick from Chrisopoulides. Big whooping overhand right there from John Chrisopoulides. Musat Altinsoy sucking in the air here in the third and final round. Snappy jab there from Altinsoy. Chrisopoulides continues to wade in with the overhand right, and again from Chrisopoulides. Good work rate for the boy from Dandenong. Both men really worn out here in the third and final round. And an overhand right again from Stevens for John Chrisopoulides head for the third and final. One, two, 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 two. Try it now, Mark. Can hear me.
In Melbourne City. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, their opening bout is a split decision. It goes to the blue corner.
Well, there you
John
have it.
Chrisopoulides.
John Chrisopoulides. Those big leg kicks and the overhand rights just doing the job for John Chrisopoulides.
Give Musat a big round of applause there. Only lost on a split decision, a very close one. GLE Real Estate sponsoring bout number 2 coming up in just a moment. Bit of music and we'll be back with bout number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Ultimate proudly presents bout number 2 of Gladiators Collide here on the Sunday night in your city at the Keilor Stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the middleweight division, and 2 nice guys in the ring at this time. Would you welcome on my left, occupying the blue corner, with Morel Walford assisting Big Ben Chua from the Moorabbin Big Ben stable, scaling 76.10 kilograms. A big winner on the last Sting Michael Vukovic show. They call him Super Kick. Would you welcome Domenic Iera? Domenic Iera, wearing blue with a touch of white and black. And across the ring from Team Ultimate, trained by John Cheetah, with Jake, the great white shark BH, and Carl Jenkins in the corner. Proud last night that this young man came up to me at the Paradise Cafe and introduced himself as a new member of the Team Ultimate. Ladies and gentlemen, he trains at Sunshine, he trains at the new Milton Gymnasium, making his debut at 75.40 kilograms, wearing multicolored trunks of gold, red, green, and purple. Would you welcome Scott Forbes? Scott Forbes. Chris Anderson, you're in charge.
Third man is centering Chris Anderson with both men. Scotty Forbes against the man they call Super Kick, Domenic Iera. It's a battle of East versus West, Big Ben's versus the Sunshine Police Youth Camp. Scott Forbes making his debut against Domenic Iera.
Well, Scott Forbes, Michael, an instructor in his own right, a trainer in his own right. Domenic Iera, hell of a nice guy in his own right. But, know both gentlemen, and they're both good athletes and good sportsmen.
Big crowd support obviously behind Scotty Forbes, the local talent. Inside try kick there from Forbes. Both these men have opened up like a couple of raging bulls. Keep a look out for the kicks on Domenic Iera.
A lot of pressure on Scotty Forbes. He's stepping up. Got a big amount of support here. A lot of student base having a look at him. But the pressure in the centre ring, insurmountable to a lot of pressure.
And this fight brought to us by GL Lee Real Estate, one of the prime supporters of Ultimate Promotions and kickboxing in the Western Suburbs.
We're going at it 100 miles an hour from the outset, which could be a bit danger if you're going to go the distance, because you've got to keep enough in reserve to last the distance, this one being 3 rounds.
Well, Domenic Iera taking this fight on short notice. Scotty Forbes backs him into the neutral corner. Good right hand front kick combination there from Iera. Iera perhaps needs to get a little bit more power behind those blows. Forbes been right on top of him so far. We are 1 minute 5 down here in the first round, set for 3. Front kick to the face, didn't quite find the mark there for Scotty Forbes. He moves forward yet again, one to the midsection from Domenic Iera off the lead leg.
Good to see Domenic using his front round kick combo a little bit more. Usually he relies very heavily on his hands. Tonight he's using his legs nicely, popping that front kick out, which is stopping Scotty on his advances forward.
Oh, nice solid right hand to the kisser there from Domenic Iera. Good 1-2 to the jaw from Iera.
Scotty needs to be a bit more mobile, move around and just breathe it up. As I said, a lot of pressure on Scotty Forbes in this one, but he's doing very, very well. Nice technique from Scotty Forbes he's been exhibiting.
Forbes just backing Iera against the ropes. Chris Anderson separates both men. Scotty Forbes moves forward yet again. Walks into a jab right hand combination from Iera. Good punches there from Iera. He's getting them in, but just not enough mustard behind to do any real damage. And there's into the first round of action, Hammer. I like what I'm seeing so far.
100 miles an hour from the outset, that one. I tell you what, Domenic throwing a few more kicks than normal. It's good to see him getting his leg action happening. And also, of course, Scotty Forbes is also started very, very strongly in that first round and slowly has evened out. But good technique coming from both these boys and a good even first up round.
Mr. Paul Fifield is here. Good evening to you for the Silver Fox. Mr. James Nerzos is here from the Wallflower. Nick Stevich, Boxing Victoria. We're in the GLE Real Estate, bout 2, and it says seconds out, round 2 coming up.
We're ready to rumble in the second round of action. This one's scheduled for 3. Domenic Iera out of the blue corner against Scotty Forbes out of the red corner, brought to you by GLE Real Estate. As Johnny Sheeter versus Ben Chua, the Sunshine Police Youth Gym against Big Ben's, and a high left round kick for open proceedings from Scotty Forbes. Other high right round kick just wrapping around the back of the neck of Domenic Iera. Iera, another good solid punching combination to the head, just needs a little bit more pepper behind it. Leaping front kicker was there from Forbes in the uppercut. Here comes Scotty Forbes. Well, Domenic Iera wants to keep his hands up nice and high. Good defensive front kick off the lead leg there from Iera. Then wore a high right round kick to the head.
I tell you what, Michael, it's interesting with these shin guards now. I reckon if the shin guards weren't in the amateurs as they or the under 5 fighters, Domenic would have worn a couple of solid shins across the head there.
I'll tell you what, hammer Scotty Forbes all over him like a rash here in the second round. We're 30 seconds down. Well, he's bumping right hand over in the red corner from Forbes.
Very, very fit, Scotty Forbes. He's certainly prepared well for this one.
Iera just turns him around, goes for the outside left leg. Forbes found a right hand through the guard. Front kick there from Iera, one of his best weapons so far in the fight. And Scotty Forbes just dancing around the ring.
Tell you what, Michael, all credit to Domenic Iera, though, taking the fight on late notice to give Scotty his run in centre ring. Really didn't have to do it, but Domenic, never a man to lack any heart, stepped up and is giving it a real good shake-up.
A lot of guts and intestinal fortitude here by Domenic Iera. And Iera really giving it a good shake. Scotty Forbes slowed down a little now in the second round. And Chris Anderson separates both men. Now Scotty Forbes opened up the first round very strongly. In the opening of the second stanza was strong. Now seems to have slowed down. High right round kick from the man they call super kick. Another round kick to the floating ribcage there from Iera. Now Iera starting to turn it on. Just weaves under the way of the left hook. And both men tangle in the centre of the ring. Chris Anderson separates them. Step up front kick to the sternum then from Iera. Then the inside thigh kick caught Scotty Forbes. Nice combination fighter, Domenic Iera, Mark.
Well, he's working that front kick right hand well. He's almost landing it every time he throws it. So that's a new technique there from Big Ben's, and they're putting it together well, the boys from Ben Chua's gym. Now training out of Moorabbin Fight Centre, I believe, Moorabbin Boxing Gym. So Big Ben on the move, but the fighters are certainly progressing well. Scotty Forbes started that round very, very well, slowed a little towards the end, but still tagged Domenic early. But Domenic coming back towards the second part of that round.
Third and final round.
Well, here we go in the third and final round of action. The first round probably went to Scotty Forbes. So did the first half of the second round. Then Domenic Iera came on strong. So still anyone's for the taking here in the third and final stanza. The crowd rallying behind Scotty Forbes, who opens up with one of the Johnny Sheeter gym favourites, the balk right hand. A real knockout technique from him. See one beautiful left hand there from Domenic Iera.
It stunned him momentarily.
Another left hand finding the way through the guard there from Iera. Iera's opened up strongly. Inside thigh kick almost to the groin area. And Forbes just ties him up. Good strong start this one from Domenic Hammer.
Well, both boys looking a bit weathered, but Domenic landing that solid left hook on Scotty Forbes. That's going to score well for him. And it did stun Scotty and sort of stunt his advances forward a little.
Inside thigh kick there from Iera. Forbes moves forward, goes the overhand right, didn't quite find the mark. Domenic tagging with those hands, but again, just not enough starch behind them. Good leg check there from Iera. And Scotty Forbes just tying him up. Chris Anderson separates both men. We are 1 minute down, 1 minute to go here in the third and final round. Iera moves forward, a four-punch combination with their head. Outside thigh kick there from Iera. Then the inside thigh. Scotty Forbes taking a lot of beating around the thigh area now. Another inside thigh kick from Iera. Iera really putting it together well here in the third and final round. Scott Forbes sucking in the air. He's got to bring it home now in the final 45 seconds. Here comes Iera. Another sweeping inside thigh kick. Another thigh kick there from Iera. Good check there from Scott Forbes and fires back the straight right hand. He's got Iera against the ropes now. Iera wears a right hand to the jaw. They're really slugging out now in the last 30 seconds, Hammer.
Well, this is what we spoke about earlier. Both fighters starting at 100 miles an hour, in particular Scotty Forbes. I think he's maybe punched himself out a little in the first round. Probably could have paced himself a little more. But he's still battling on strong. Scotty Forbes showing a lot of heart, as is Domenic. Dominic's finishing a little stronger in this one, though. And there's nothing in this fight, I'm telling you. It's punch for punch on my scorecard.
Final seconds now of the bout. Iera moves forward with a stone and front kick. Inside thigh kick from Iera. Inside thigh kick from Scotty Forbes. Into the third and final round. Hammer, we go down to the judges. How do you see it?
Well, I'd give that round certainly to Domenic Iera. Scotty could have got the second round, first round even. I'll tell you what, Michael, it wouldn't surprise me if this one's a draw, but nothing in it, and it's going to go to the judges. But what an epic battle, and both boys showing a lot of heart. Scotty Forbes, very well put together fighter, and Domenic Iera also showing a lot of heart.
Unrenovated weatherboard and do it up, and it's worth a swing. Okay, GLE Real Estate. Could I have a representative from that company, please? On behalf of GLE Real Estate, David Hitchcock. Come on, give Dave a big warm welcome, considering the pioneers of kickboxing. We'll just go to the verdict. You got the energy left? You're welcome, mate. One of the all-time greats, the thinking man of kickboxing, Mr. Frank Mansell. Good evening to you, Frank. The student of the game. Was a great man for debate, Frank Mansell here at ringside, sitting on the celebrity table. Both fighters come considering. Give it a big round of applause for Domenic and Scott. My word, and we held the leather. It's a split decision. The winner comes from the red corner, Scott.
Oh, well, there you have it. Scotty Forbes, much to the right of the full house crowd, takes the split decision. And my hat goes off to Domenic Iera on very short notice. He might have pulled it off.
Scott, I said in my introduction that I felt very honoured when you came across and introduced yourself last night and said it was your first bout, and congratulations, you've got a tremendous number of people supporting you tonight.
I certainly have. Thanks to all the supporters of me and the supporters of the club. There's a lot of companies who have been giving us a chop out, and a lot of the support from all the people personally means a lot. Thanks to Johnny and the boys from Sunshine Club who give me a good chop out with the sparring. And thanks to everybody. Thanks to everyone else for coming too.
Bit of music, guys, and we'll be back with bout number 3.
Making his way into centre ring. Into the blue corner from the Johnny Dooner stables in Dandenong, it's Anthony Nastas.
Our ringside physicians, Dr. Peter and Dr. Michael and Dr. Silvio Morelli at ringside with Ying, the King of Blitz. Good evening to you, Silvio. Looking younger than ever, you are. Very youthful. That's a good, healthy lifestyle. Kickboxer International. I see the latest edition in front of the hammer Mark Castellini and Esto Hust and all the big guns coming up with the Vodafone. Ladies and gentlemen, we come up to bout number 3. We're stepping up to the welterweight division, sponsored by D-Tap Services. You're here at Gladiators Collide, Team Ultimate, Paul and John, bout number 3 on their big program. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome occupying the red corner with the big guns there, Steve Esapati, Tony Militek and Ivan Repo from Werribee, skating 66.20 kilograms, wearing Muay Thai trunks of black, silver and gold. Would you welcome Louis Cassar. And across the ring, occupying the blue corner with John Dunas, the dandy fight setter, skating 64.50 kilograms. Last night at the Paradise Cafe, would you welcome, wearing black with white trim, Anthony Nastas. In charge is Mr. Dave Hedgecock.
All right, where are the rules? To knock down, let's go to the furthest neutral corner. If I ask for a break, I want a good clean break. Listen to me, you won't have any problems. Do the wrong thing and I will penalise you.
Well, last minute instructions there from the living legend, Dave Hedgecock. Third man in centering, it's Louis Cassar. Out of the red corner against Anthony Nastas from the Dandy Fight Centre out of the blue corner. This one's scheduled for 3x2. This fight brought to you by D-Tarp Services. Another great sponsor of tonight's show, promoted by Paul DeMacaulay and John Sheeter of Ultimate Promotions. The Gladiators Collide at the Keilor Basketball Stadium. Front kick to the midsection, inside thigh kick there from Nastas. Overhand right, just catching Louis Cassar. Outside thigh kick there from Nastas. High right round kick there from Louis Cassar. Inside thigh kick just missed the target. Still feeling each other out here in the first round. 45 seconds down. And you can hear the calls from Johnny Dunas in the corner of Anthony Nastas telling him to get busier here in the first round. Start to pick up the pace. Referee Dave Hedgecock separates both men. Inside thigh kick there from Nastas. Front kick to the stern. What a front kick's being shown so far tonight, Hammer, from all fighters.
Well, a lot of the fighters are starting to implement the front kick into their arsenal. That's good because it's certainly a very clean technique. They work their hands well off it. It just cleans up the fight a lot more as opposed to a lot of the scrappy looping punches and round kicks. The linear techniques always look a lot better for the crowd, and they also are a bit more effective for the fighters.
Comments there from the former Australian Cruiserweight Muay Thai champion, the Hammer, Mark Castanini, ringside with myself, Michael Chavallo. Hope you're enjoying all the action from the Keilor Basketball Stadium. Anthony Nastas versus Louis Cassar. Nice right hand there from Cassar, the busier of the two here in the first round, then goes with a round kick to the floating ribs.
Cassar's getting that right hand and right leg working well for him. Nastas still having a little bit of bother trying to find his range. He's got to step up a bit more with his technique.
Inside thigh kick caught the target there for Nastas, but he didn't follow up with the right hand. And into the first round of action, Hammer, how do you see it so far?
Well, it was an even first round. All the fights are very, very evenly matched, and it's a great job by Ultimate Promotions team. But I'd have to lean a little the way of Lou Cassar. I believe he just landed that right hand, right leg combo a couple of times, and that scored well for him. So probably if I have to lean one way, it'll be the way of the red corner.
D-Top Services welterweights in the ring, Louis Cassar, Anthony Nastas.
And the living legend Dave Hedgecock prepares to get us underway for round number 2. Louis Cassar out of the red corner, Anthony Nastas out of the blue corner. Cassar again finding the tug with the right round kick to the ribcage. Right hand just falling short of the target from Louis Cassar.
Well, Louis Cassar's moving very, very well though, Michael. Those hands of his are very quick. Tell you what, though, Ivan Ruffo's always renowned for his fighters having a good set of hands on him. Louis Cassar is no exemption to that rule.
Overhand right, a wild one there from Nastas. Cassar just ties him up. Nastas tries to work the left hand to the rib cage. A warning from Dave Hedgecock for holding on Louis Cassar. Snappy jab, overhand right combination there from Nastas. Walks straight into a right leg. Cassar looks like a very well put together fighter. Nastas, who's had quite a bit of experience in recent times, just forcing Cassar back on that occasion. Probing jab. There's the round kick to the rib cage again. Always finding the left rib cage is Lewis Cassar hammer.
He's working that right leg well, and it's landing on Nastas almost every time he throws that kick above the waist. He's getting it in right above the hip and under the elbow.
Lewis Cassar just turns him around, works the short right hand. Nastas again needs to get busier. 1 minute 15 down here in the second round of action. Snappy jab there from Nastas. Goes the right hand to the ribs, and Dave Hedgecock separates both men. Lewis Cassar looking towards his corner. Instructions from Ivan Raffo. High right round kick, didn't quite find the target. There's the right hand retaliation from Nastas, but a warning for catching the leg.
Caught the leg, let the right hand go off it. Good technique, not allowed though.
In Muay Thai, it'd be great technique, yeah.
Thai boxing, that's allowed, but kickboxing rules, no way.
And Lewis Cassar just tying up the head of Anthony Nastas again. This one brought to you by D-Tarp Services and Ultimate Promotions. Overhand right there by Nastas, almost wore a right hand to the side of the head. There's that round kick. What a beautiful weapon it is from Lewis Cassar, catching more throughout the fight. End of the second round of action. We've got one more to go, Hammer. How do you see it so far?
Well,
for my liking, it's Lewis Cassar.
Another good round from Louis Cassar. Put it together well. Nastas coming back a little lad in the second round, but still a little bit wayward with his technique, and Cassar landing a lot more effective technique.
Paradise last night. Amanda Graver, another great member of the Team Ultimate. Comes to Australia, Greco goes to Hollywood, goes to Queensland, Sam Greco. Seconds out, third and final round.
The living legend Dave Hedgecock prepares to get us underway in the third and final round of what's been a very good technical contest between Lewis Cassar and Anthony Nastas. It's been Cassar so far, and that's the weapon he's been fighting with all throughout the fight, the right round kick to the left rib cage. Cassar again opening it up strongly. Nastas really needs to pick up the work rate in this, the third and final. He could still take the fight, but he'll need a good effort. Big right hand to the side of the head, just twisting the head there of Cassar. Dave Hedgecock just separating both men, having a little bit of a word in the ear of Lewis Cassar. Cassar with a high right round kick to the side of the head. Nastas was well guarded up against it. Moves in with a nice short left hook. Good tidy handwork there from Anthony Nastas. Straight right hand from Nastas. Cassar fires back, turns him around, just misses with the right hand. Pokes out the jab. The round kick again off the right leg from Lewis Cassar. Inside fire kick, left hand combination there from Anthony Nastas. Nastas moves forward now, 45 seconds down in the third round. Walks straight into a jab from Lewis Cassar, fires out the straight right hand. Nastas now trying to force him against the ropes, then wears the right hand to the jaw.
It was actually Nastas that landed that solid jab there. Cassar wore it, but Nastas still not doing enough. He still needs to be picking up the pace, maybe working his legs underneath those punches. Louis Cassar is a very, very fit athlete, Michael.
I'll tell you what, Hammer, with a bit more experience and a lot of refining, Lewis Cassar could be something special in the future.
He has got a lot of potential, and he's putting it together well. Very fit, working that right leg very, very nicely. Tidy technician. Credit to Ivan Raffo. Done a great job with Cassar.
Well, very solid technician helping out in the corner in Tony Milatak, one of the more experienced kickboxers from the Ivan Raffo stables. As Nastas walks into another high right round kick, smack bang on the kisser. Overhand right by Nastas, came close but no cigar. He wore a left and a right. Here comes Cassar.
Nastas in a bit of bother there.
Well, Cassar tagged him beautifully.
He tagged him with that round kick, which set off the demise. Was the round kick left and right. Really landed on Nastas.
Gut-munching front kick from Cassar. Into the final 5 or 6 seconds. There it is, into the third and final round, Hammer. I'm going to like this one for Lewis Cassar.
You always take the easy decisions, Michael. What you call some of the hard ones.
Not my job, that's what you're paid for.
ARP Services, can I have a representative of that company to step up through the ropes in the centre ring for the presentation of a magnificent gold trophy, a medallion to the runner-up, and a plaque on behalf of Team Ultimate to the company. D-Turp, come up, sir. Yes, please, come up. Michael, come up, Michael, into the ring on behalf of D-Tarp Services. Michael, pop across and pick up the goodies there, thank you. Harry and Paul.
Thanks, Gaveras. Detailed Services.
Where are you based?
Sunshine.
And what do you think of this kickboxing caper?
It's good actually. We've been sponsors for a while now.
Okay, thanks very much. Just come here and we'll wait for the verdict. Angela, ladies and gentlemen, a unanimous points winner comes from the red corner, Louis Cassar.
Well, there you have it, folks. It wasn't a hard one to pick. Louis Cassar takes the decision.
Okay, Louis Cassar, big round of applause and a very gallant performance there by Anthony Nastas. D-Tarp Services, thank you ladies and gentlemen for your ongoing support of Ultimate Kickboxing. Keep punching. Ring. Craig Thomas, okay, on the didgeridoo.
Thorpe there making his way into the centre ring. Quite a unique style with the didgeridoo accompaniment. And his father giving him a pre-fight blessing. To challenge for this, the Victoria title. From the Sunshine Police Youth Gym with Hall of Famer Johnny Streeter, it's Steve Gatt. Check Bag helping Steve Gatt into centre ring. This one brought to you by C&N Vehicle Trimming. For the
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an IKBF, International Kickboxing Federation Victorian Middleweight Championship. Scheduled journey, 4 rounds of kickboxing. The referee in charge of the action, Mr. Graham Waddell. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome in the blue corner on my left, trained by Michael Vukovic with Dirk Landowich, Tom Vukovic, and Daniel Preston in the corner. Ladies and gentlemen from Dandenong, proudly carrying his Koori Indigenous Heritage in the centre ring with the colours of gold, red and black. Ladies and gentlemen, standing 74.45 kilograms, 4 bouts, 2 wins. We welcome Henry Thorpe. Henry Thorpe in the blue corner. In this return match from last October, we welcome in the red corner, part of Team Ultimate, coach John Sheeder. Manager is Paul Demicoli. Ladies and gentlemen, standing 74.30 kilograms, wearing Muay Thai, Muay Thai trunks of silver, black with a touch of red. Would you welcome the Scorpion, Steve Gatt. Grand winner.
Well, third man in centre ring will be Graham Waddell at the sound of the bell. And Steve Gatt against Henry Thorpe for the Victorian title. This one brought to you by C&N Vehicle Trimming. We are set for 4 rounds at 75 kilos. Look out for the boxing skills on this man, Henry Thorpe. And Steve Gatt, the high kicking and hand combination. Scheduled for 4 rounds, should be a classic. Outside thigh kick was a nice one there from Gatt. Thorpe moving in close already to work the body shots and head shots. Steve Gatt with the obvious height and reach advantage. Henry Thorpe will try to drill him with the body and head shots from the gloves.
Tell you what, Gatt's going to have to look out for that big right hand from Henry Thorpe. He's let it go a couple of times, come dangerously close. But they are really loaded up and they look like they've got a bit of force behind them.
Inside thigh kick was a nice one there from Steve Gatt, then goes to the outside left thigh. Good kicking combination so far from Steve Gatt, but as the hammer said, he's got to be careful of the right hand from Henry Thorpe from the Sting Gym in Melbourne's outer east. Right-left combination was a nice one from Thorpe, just bullying Steve Gatt back into the neutral corner, and Gatt ties him up, turns him around, works the outside thigh kick. Gatt bouncing around lightly on his feet. Step-up jab was a nice one from Henry Thorpe. Nice jab, two combination there from Thorpe. Steve Gatt now back right in front of our commentary position. Inside leg kick from Henry Thorpe. Steve Gatt needs to use his reach against the smaller opponent. Just misses with the right hand. Outside thigh kicks by both men. Nice front kick off the ropes. The slingshot effect just propelling Steve Gatt. Step up hook there from Henry Thorpe. Steve Gatt just forces him off. Good solid first round this one so far. Hammer 1.5 minutes down.
Well, certainly Henry Thorpe keeps pushing up, a lot of aggression. He's wanting to get it on, Henry Thorpe. Steve Gatt needs to use his height and reach a lot more. He needs to be pumping out that those long legs of his and also jabbing off a lot longer. He's letting Thorpe get in on him. He needs to peg him off a little bit earlier.
Into the final 15 seconds of this, the first round for the IKBF Victorian title, brought to you by C&M Vehicle Trimming. Outside thigh kick from Henry Thorpe. Steve Gatt ties him up on the inside thigh kick. Both men working well on the inside, and Graham Waddell separates them. End of the first round. Hammer, how did you see it?
Well, that was an even up first round, that one. I'd say Henry Thorpe throwing a lot more leather. Not a great amount of it landing, though, but I tell you what, if it does, Gatt's going to have a little bit of a worry on his plate there. But Steve Gatt also working good front kick combo, but he needs to just step up a little bit more, work more solidly. But even first round, I'd say.
Seconds out, round 2.
We're ready to get it on the second round of action. This one's scheduled for 4 for the IKBF Victorian title between Henry Thorpe out of the blue corner and Steve Gatt out of the red corner. Perhaps for our liking, it was Henry Thorpe taking the first round honours. Thorpe just a little bit busier. Gatt needs to work those reaching front kicks and round kicks of his. Thorpe just turns him around and one leg through the ropes there for Steve Gatt.
Well, Gatt needs to step it up a bit more because Thorpe is certainly hungry for this one. Nice inside lead round kick there from Gatt, caught Thorpe, but Thorpe, have a look at him, he's just going at it full at a gate, not giving Gatt any breathing space whatsoever.
Steve Gatt just forcing him back against the ropes, couple of shots to the rib cage. Graham Waddell separates both men. Oh, nice snappy jab, smack bang on the kisser there from Henry Thorpe. Outside thigh kick from Gatt, but Gatt taking a lot of punishment upstairs.
Gatt just getting picked off there by Thorpe. Thorpe landing some a good left-right combo on Gatt. It's going to score well for him, Thorpe.
Blood trickling from the left nostril of Steve Gatt, being caught by one too many of those right hands. Henry Thorpe just moves forward again. Long reaching jab there from Steve Gatt. Gatt needs to get a game plan and stick with it. Henry Thorpe really bullying him here in the second round, 1 minute down. Uppercut just working through the guard there from Henry Thorpe. Steve Gatt breathing heavily now, Hammer.
Well, Gatt's really going to know he's been in the fight after this one. Thorpe not giving him any breathing space at all. He's all over him.
Well, Thorpe just charging across the ring. Inside thigh kick, outside thigh kick there from Gatt. And Steve Gatt might be struggling here in the second round. Chops away to the outside left thigh. Thorpe will not take a step backwards to the man from Sunshine.
Well,
Backs him against the ropes again, Hammer.
If Gatt's going to get on the inside, he's got to get busy. He's getting in and he's just covering Gatt. He needs to be punching in, working his hooks, uppercut. Probably the only thing he can land on Thorpe at the moment. But there's a couple of good combos there coming via the way of Gatt's hands.
Gatt just wears the right hand to the side of the jaw and inside thigh kick. Steve Gatt might be trying to rally back now in the second round. And there it is in the second stanza, Hammer. We go to round number 3.
Well, what a good second round that one was. Thorpe just bullying Gatt at the outset. Gatt coming back just a little there towards the end of that round, but I think Thorpe just probably did a little bit too much too early in that one.
We're in rounds down, 2 to go. Ringside amongst our celebrity cast. Seconds out, round 3.
We're ready to rumble in the third round of action. This one's scheduled for 4 for the IKBF Victorian title, brought to you by CNN Vehicle Trimming. It's Steve Gatt out of the red corner against Henry Thorpe out of the blue corner. For our liking so far, 2 rounds to Henry Thorpe. Inside thigh kick, beautiful left hook. Here comes Steve Gatt. Gatt now starting to turn around at the start of the third round.
Well, after the words of wisdom from Johnny Scooter there in the corner, Gatt has come back firing.
Well, a few better motivators between rounds than the Blitz Hall of Famer Johnny Sheeter. Gatt looks a little bit more lively now here in the third stanza. Step up front kick to the midsection, a real gut muncher. Digs one down the bread basket off the left-hander. Steve Gatt, a better start to this round from him so far, 30 seconds down.
Probably
a wild left hook, right-hand combination there from Henry Thorpe, Hammer.
Probably fitness is Gatt's main enemy in this one. He doesn't look to be as fit as he usually is, Steve Gatt. Probably down a little bit on his fitness level, which is affecting his technique.
And Gatt just taking a trip to the canvas. Only a slip, says referee Graham Waddell. He's A-OK. Henry Thorpe now sucking in the air heavily. Walks into a front kick to the sternum. Gatt needs to keep his hands up nice and high as they start to trade some leather. Inside thigh kick there from Gatt.
Thorpe
really,
slowing a little this one, though.
Very, very slow round so far for Henry Thorpe. This one's going the way of Steve Gatt. 1 minute down, 1 minute to go. Gatt moves forward again. Gatt now the aggressor in this round. Just misses. Oh, beautiful left hand caught Henry Thorpe. He might have rocked him. Well, Steve Gatt really hitting hard. Bringing on the heavy artillery here in the third round. He ties up Henry Thorpe, just bustles him against the ropes in the neutral corner. Graham Waddell separates both men. 1 minute 20 down here in the third round. And Gatt moves forward again. Overhand right was a wild one, a real rainmaker. Just turns Henry Thorpe around. Thorpe wears the right hand to the side of the head. Gatt's doing a number on him on this round.
Thorpe getting caught by that right hand.
Oh, big right hand from Henry Thorpe. Steve Gatt, another sweeping inside thigh kick, a real tub thumper. There goes Henry Thorpe with one to the outside left thigh.
Well, out of nowhere, Gatt's come back.
It's been his round so far, Hammer. Blood streaming from the nose of Steve Gatt, but he is unrelenting in this, the third round. Into the final seconds now. Left hook, right hand combination from Thorpe. End of the third, we go to the towels, Hammer. What a cracker for the Victorian title.
Well, I'd have to give that one the way of Steve Gatt. Henry Thorpe slowing a little in that the third round. First round, you'd almost call even. Second round, you'd go to Thorpe. Third round to Gatt. That's going to leave it down to the last round. It's up for the taking this Victorian title.
And final round.
Well, some heated words in the corner of Henry Thorpe. He slowed right down in the third round. I thought he took the first two. Now Steve Gatt, can he rally back in the fourth and keep up the momentum? The Victorian title on the line, of course. CNN Vehicle Trimming bringing us this fight. And Ultimate Promotions, the finest matchmakers in the business. Here comes Steve Gatt, just charging Thorpe across the ring. Thorpe now under fire in his own corner, but he flings out the right hand. Sweat just flying off the brow of Steve Gatt. They mix it up toe-to-toe. Thorpe turns him around. And Gatt just taking a poke through the ropes. Well, what an explosive start to this, the fourth and final round. Victorian title on the line. Gatt walks into a straight left hand. Cracks away to the outside left thigh like a stock whip. Gatt moves forward, straight right hand, misses the target. just forces Thorpe back yet again. Gatt now just wading in with the head. Inside thigh kick there from Thorpe. A 1-2 combination there. Good bobbing and weaving from Henry Thorpe, then weaves straight into a left hand. Well, a good solid even fourth round, I should say, at the moment. Good front kick there from Steve Gatt, just keeping Thorpe at bay. The big looping round kick. Gatt moves forward again.
This is the fourth and final round, Michael. It's there for the taking. Gatt's going to have to push up. He's probably a little behind the 8 ball.
Into the final minute now of the final round of action. One of these men will be proclaimed the Victorian champion in under a minute's time. Both men really sucking in the air. Overhand right there by Steve Gatt. Thorpe moves forward trying to use that vicious handiwork. Gatt just forces him back against the ropes. And referee Graham Waddell separates both men. Another fantastic fight brought to you by Ultimate Promotions from the Keilor Basketball Stadium. A sticky left hand there by Henry Thorpe. A big cracking couple of thigh kicks from Gatt. Here comes Gatt. Here comes the pain. Steve Gatt bringing home the bacon now. Henry Thorpe under pressure. Thorpe going down to the bread basket. Now Steve Gatt goes up to the head. Downstairs again. Outside thigh kick from Steve Gatt into the final 20 seconds. Gatt bringing it home strongly. Thorpe just tying him up in the centre of the ring.
Well, Gatt's landed a few good solid leg kicks. They're going to score well for him on the cards.
Front kick just misses the target for Gatt. There it is. End of the fourth and final round of action. Hammer, how do you see it?
Well, I'd say 2 rounds apiece. Possibly, as you called, Michael, maybe the first round the way of Henry Thorpe. Second round, possibly Thorpe. Third and fourth, I'd lean the way of Gatt. Primarily in that fourth round because he landed more kicks. Not a lot in it this one. It's going to go to the judges.
Victorian IKBF Middleweight Championship. CNN. Representing from CNN Vehicle Trimming, CNN Vehicle Trimming, called before. Represented that company to come into centre ring and present the championship belt to the winner of our IKBF Victorian Middleweight Championship. Okay, Mr. Bob Jones, could you come up and present the championship belt?
Well, this will be an interesting decision. We can't separate them. The first 2 rounds for Thorpe, the last 2 for Steve Gatt. A draw in our opinion. Let's see what the judges say as the legend, the founder of Aussie Kickboxing, Bob Jones, steps in the centre ring. And what an honour for one of these 2 men to have the great one, Bob Jones, wrap the strap around the waist.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's naturally, well not naturally, it is a desperately close fight. Judge Ignatius Musat gives it 38-38. Judge Chris Anderson has it Thorpe 37-39. The final card from Judge Matthew Tyne ties it up at 38-38, a majority draw. So there's no new champion. It's a majority
Hammer, let me
draw.
shake your hand. We called that one, buddy, a drawn decision.
I'll take the money on that one.
Well,
fair decision, but love to see a rematch.
Awesome rematch. This would be on any card right around Australia. Steve Gatt and Henry Thorpe, look out for part 2.
Championship belt. 2 medallions, okay. Henry Thorpe. How about a big round of applause for Steve, the Scorpion Gatt, Henry Thorpe. A draw. I think it was a worthy verdict after 4 rounds of explosive action. Come on, give Henry and Steve a big round of applause. They return to the dressing room. Henry, look towards the camera, come across the centre ring. 2 wars between you guys and still can't separate you.
Maybe next time, eh? No. I want to thank all my family and friends that made it. I want to thank everyone who supports kickboxing shows. Without you, the shows wouldn't run. I'd like to thank Johnny Skater, everyone here, my corner, everyone's been there for me, and everyone from Sting Gym, Noble Park.
Henry Thorpe. Thanks, Henry. Ladies and gentlemen, last Friday night at the Collingwood Town Hall, a big night of professional boxing, and tragically one of Australia's newest faces on the boxing scene, a man called Ahmed Popal. Born in Afghanistan, he lived in Ashburton, Victoria for several years. More recently living on the Gold Coast of Queensland, he was critically injured in a boxing match, and with the generosity of Team Ultimate, John Cheetah Paul Macaulay, in association with IKBF Sting Fight Force Chairman Michael Vukovic, we're asking you to dig deep tonight for Ahmed Popal, who is fighting for his life, we understand, at this time in St Vincent's Hospital. So we're going to go around with the bucket and ask you to chip in 5 cents, 10 cents, $1, $5, whatever you like, for Ahmed Popal.
Just reiterating what Howard has already said, on Saturday night there was a boxing show and a young fighter came down from Queensland. Unfortunately, straight after that fight he was knocked out. He hasn't recovered consciousness, and the odds of him surviving are not very good. His family flown down from Queensland to be with him, and what we're asking is if everybody can put, whether it's 10 cents, $5, $1, just to help the family. I mean, it could be anyone of our boys, could be one of our fighters. As all you guys will understand, we've got over 1,000 people in here. If everybody put $1, we can give them $1,000, and I'm sure that'll help them. Thank you very much. There'll be some kids walking around with buckets for the next 10 minutes. If everybody could just put some coins in, we'd greatly appreciate it.
A very good gesture. Ladies and gentlemen, while the dob in a dollar system is going on, you can have a short break. We've got a 10-minute break. Have a smoke and come back in and enjoy the second half of Gladiators Collide.
Owen making his way into the red corner to the theme of Apocalypse Now from Team Ultimate. Johnny Sheeter and Cenk Bay against Steve Retel.
Two of Gladiators Collide on this Sunday night. Another night in your city, the city of Melbourne, the home of sports action. 26 times Ultimate Kickboxing have brought you top shelf kickboxing. Ladies and gentlemen, we step up to the super light heavyweight division. Would you welcome my left, occupying the blue corner, part of the great John Dooner's Standy Fight Centre team. Last night he scaled 86.45 kilograms, wearing lurid gold trunks with black trim. Would you welcome a man I dubbed Eastwood because he's Clint Eastward Little. Clint Little in the blue corner. And across the ring, part of Team Ultimate. Trainer, Coach John Sheeder. Manager is Paul Demacaulay. In the corner, check the great white shark Behick and Carl Jenkins. Ladies and gentlemen, skating 84.85 kilograms, wearing Muay Thai trunks of blue with white and a touch of red, Steve Retel. Dave Hedgecock.
Break, I want a good clean break, you understand? In case for knockdown, you must go to first neutral corner. No holding, no hitting, just listen to what I call it a good fight.
Looking at round one, your referee in charge of the action, David the Rock Hedgecock.
Living legend Dave Hedgecock, third man in centre
Round
ring.
one.
Steve Retel and Clint Little in a light heavyweight contest. High Point Accident Repairs sponsoring this contest, scheduled for 4 rounds. And Retel just opening up with a straight right hand. Clint Little looks the slightly heavier of the two. The height and reach advantage goes the way of Steve Retel from Team Ultimate, the man with the Southern Cross on his back. Again, the shin pads being worn as is state regulation for fighters with 5 fights and less. Round kick there by Retel off the left. Good snapping jab it was that rocked the head back of Clint Little. Little now forced back into the blue corner. Retel charging over him. While Clint Little just a dogged fighter, finding his way off the ropes. Retel thought about the sweeping leg kick, then thought again. Clash of legs, good outside leg kick to the outside left thigh there. Retel goes for the inside right thigh. Look of intensity on the face of Clint Little as he walks straight into her right hand. Snappy, long-ranging jab there from Steve Retel. Retel moves in with the balk right hand. He catches Clint Little, and Little on the far in the neutral corner. Clint Little forced to dance out, a little bit of fancy footwork to get out of dodge. Good start here for Steve Retel, Hammer.
Well, Retel putting it together well over there in the neutral corner. Landed a good combo on Steve Retel. Sorry, on Clint Little. Steve Retel.
Oh, the sweeping leg kick there from Steve Retel.
Hands right on the money. He's bringing his legs in behind it now. He's looking like he really wants to get it on, Retel.
Inside thigh kick there from Clint Little was a good one.
I tell you what, Michael, we've seen Clint Little fight once before in the Ultimate Promotion. He's got the comeback ability like you wouldn't believe. So he might be playing possum early, but he's certainly a tough customer.
High left round kick there from Clint Little, just chasing Steve Retel across the ring. Retel trying to line him up for the good night Irene right hand. And Dave Hedgecock moves in to separate both men. End of the first round of action, Hammer. I like what I'm seeing from Steve Retel.
Well, Steve Retel certainly opened up well in that round. He's looking very fit and focused, Steve Retel. And this one's shaping up to be a great battle.
The biggest kickboxing event in Australia. It's coming up on Saturday, June 16th. Daxonic in association with the K1 Corporation. Standard super promoter Mr. Daxonic is here. Grab a copy of International Kickboxer in red gold, Mr. Silvio Morelli. 2. Come on, get behind these two men. It's a walk ashore and centering. Steve Retel, Clint Little.
We are ready to rumble in the second round of action. This one's scheduled for 3. Clint Little against Steve Retel. And we're underway. Third man in centering the living legend, Dave Hedgecock. Snappy right hand there. Round kick combination from Clint Little, the southpaw. Retel moves forward, walks into her left round kick. Good solid left hand there from Steve Retel. Now backing Little against the ropes. Little forced to cover up, taking one, not too many over there in the neutral corner. Steve Retel just unloading on him. Sweeping leg kick there by Clint Little, just unappended himself. 30 seconds down now in the second round. Johnny Sheeder calling to go for the high kick, and Steve Retel responds off the right. Backs Clint Little into the red corner. Dave Hedgecock separates both men.
Well, absolutely sensational card being put together so far by the Ultimate Promotions team. Johnny Sheeder and Paul Demacaulay, credit to them. So far the fights have been awesome. And thank you to all the sponsors, of course, that are getting behind all the fights here tonight as well.
This one's sponsored by High Point Accident Repairs. For all of your repairs, car repairs following accidents, go see the boys there at High Point. Big thumping left hand there from Clint Little, and another just catches the kisser of Steve Retel. But Retel's one tough customer. Where's another left hand now, forced to cover up. Here comes Clint Little. He might have been slow in the first round, but as the Hammer said, he's powering back here in the second. He rocks Steve Retel, the big left hand. Retel just swinging wildly, missing with the glancing right. Clint Little goes downstairs, he's chopping like the fire. Where's the straight right hand that's smack bang on the jaw. Clint Little continues to move forward. A wild looping overhand left, that being the rear hand of the southpaw. Then goes for the inside thigh kick. It was a nice one.
Well, big inside thigh kick there. That one really nailed.
Oh, inside thigh
Retel.
kick there from Retel. Retel responds with one of his own.
Michael, both boys are looking a little bit weathered now, but they're giving it their all, that's for sure.
Well, Hammy, you called it well in the first round by saying that Clint Little likes to rally back when the odds are against him. They were against him in the first round. Now he's firing back here in the second. We're into the final 10 seconds of this stanza. Retel ties up Clint Little right in front of a commentary position. A beautiful textbook uppercut, but a little bit too late there from Clint Little.
Well,
and into the second round, Hammer.
Tell you what, Clint Little, certainly one of the hard men at the Dandy Fight Centre. John Dooner's really preparing this boy a treat. He's a very, very tough cookie. But Steve Retel also up to the task. He's given it his all, but I give that round to Clint Little just slightly. First round Retel, second round Little. It's going down to the third round. The climactic finish for this one. Again, another well-matched bout, and again it's going down to that last round.
We are ready to rumble in the third and final round of action between Clint Little, rallying back in the second round, and Steve Retel out of the red corner. A light heavyweight contest that it's been a corker so far. Who will bring home the goods? Inside thigh kick, snappy right hand there by Clint Little. Nice 1-2 to the side of the head.
Steve Little actually.
Jumping front kick there from Retel. Then fires out the sticky left hand. Fair going at it, hell for leather here in the third and final stanza. Uppercut there from Clint Little. Inside thigh kick with a ripper from Retel. Beautifully timed inside thigh kick there from Steve Retel. Retel, the big man, moves forward again. Clocks him with the right hand that rocks the head back. Sweat just flying off the brow of Clint Little. Little under fire now over in the neutral corner. While Dave Hedgecock separating both men, Clint Little been on the receiving end. Retel continues to move forward. Clint Little needs to rally yet again. 45 seconds down in the third round.
Well, I'll tell you what, Michael, what absolute warriors both these lads are. Coming back from Sydney town over the weekend, having a look at these boys. It's just a totally different ball game, isn't it?
I tell you what, these guys are a cut above the rest. What guts, what intestinal fortitude and determination. Clint Little, the southpaw. Good 1-2 there, just fell short of the target, missed with a third follow-up right hand. Retel moves forward, slows down again now, Steve Retel. Clint Little might bring it home. High left round kick, trying to loop the ankle around the back of the neck of Retel. He goes high again, does Clint Little.
Retel in the spot of bother now as Clint Little really brings it home strong.
Sub-thumping right hand there, fell agonisingly short for Steve Retel. Clint Little just burying in now, digs the right hand to the sternum. Retel just ties him up. Retel trying to launch the goodnight Irene right hand to the jaw, but it didn't come for him. Clint Little moves forward again. 1-2 there by Little, then weaving under the way of the right hand. The second one caught him, blood flowing from the nose now of Clint Little. Retel just ties him up again. Dave Hedgecock separates both men. We've only got 15 seconds to go here in the final round of action. Little moves in with a big straight left, didn't find the mark. Retel walks straight in with the right hand. Here comes Clint Little now, rocking the head back of Retel. Retel forced to cover up. Little just turns him around over against the ropes, works the big left hand again. And there it is, the end of the third and final round of action.
Wow.
Hammer, we go down to the judges, another tough one. You can call this one, buddy.
What an absolute slugfest that was. I'll tell you what, Steve Retel started well, but Clint Little, as we predicted, really came back strong. And I reckon that Clint Little may have just got up on this one, but take nothing away from Steve Retel. Absolutely courageous battle put up from him. But I think Clint Little just landed a few too many more shots in the last round and a half. And I might be swayed a little bit the way of the blue corner, but down to the judges we go.
Etched and explosive. Mr. Graham Burke, could you come in and present a... No? Nothing? Okay, you're going to quietly, okay, Graham? On behalf of High Point Accident Repairs, Parry, Parry, the accident man from Brunswick via Toorak. Thank you, Angela. Ladies and gentlemen, our three judges also will see eye to eye. Your winner from the blue corner, Clint Little,
Well, there you have
unanimous
it.
points.
And Clint Little takes the decision. Hammer, congratulations.
On behalf of High Point Accident Repairs, congratulations, Clint. And bad luck there to Steve Retel, or to Gallen Battle.
His way to the ring, being led by Kelly Steve all the way from Mulgrave. With a big corner featuring Keilor Basketball. Stepping up, the Afghan warrior, the Afghan battering ram, Atal Kakkar. Atal Kakkar stepping into centre ring to challenge for the East Coast title. ABF Welterweight East Coast Championship up for grabs with defending champion Atal Kakkar and challenger Roy Hronas. Ladies and gentlemen, officially welcoming in the red corner on my right. 4 bouts, 3 wins, 1 loss. Last night he scaled 68 kilograms, trained by John Cheetah, Team Ultimate, managed by Paul Demicoli. Would you welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the surgeon, Roy Hronas. Wearing gold trunks with a touch of white and blue. And across the ring, trained by Kelly Seif from Noble Park, the defending champion. Ladies and gentlemen, last night he scaled 67.15 kilograms, 6 bouts, 4 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. Wearing blue with a touch of gold and white. Would you welcome the Afghan warrior, Atal Kakkar. Graham Waddell is your referee in charge of the action. 4 rounds. Sponsored by Comstore Mobile Phones. That was the first ring deal of the evening, parades around centre ring. That's a beautiful thing, Hammer.
Well, the lovely Marita makes her way around the ring.
Oh, you're on a first name basis now.
Yeah, you can look out for Marita in the possibly the next Wet and Wild calendar.
Okay, guys, it's back in the standing walk. I'm going to touch by the Cassar, the first and the final.
Roy Hronas against Atal Kakkar, the Afghan battering ram from the Kelly Seif stables in Mulgrave. It's Mulgrave versus Sunshine, Kelly Seif versus Johnny Cheetah. Atal Kakkar against Roy Hronas for the East Coast title, set for 4 rounds. We're underway. This should be a corker. Don't blink during this one, folks. These 2 men will explode. Atal Kakkar just checking the inside thigh kick. Roy Hronas with the height and reach advantage.
Well, the shin guards are off for this one, Michael, so it's just going to be those thumping legs, cracking down on the thighs.
2 very powerful, very snappy, aggressive fighters in centre ring. We've seen both of them in wars. Front kick missed the target.
Atal in the blue shorts, Roy in the gold. You have to watch out for Roy's lightning quick legs, but Atal's got the big bombing hands.
He is like a little bull terrier, Atal Kakkar. High right round kick there from the surgeon, Roy Hronas. Third man in centering, referee Graham Waddell. High right round kick again by Hronas. Launches the right hand. Atal just digging in with the bread basket shot off the left. Snappy jab there, just feeling out Atal Kakkar at this stage. Roy Hronas takes an outside leg kick. Atal moves in, trying to force him back against the ropes, and Hronas ties him up. 1 minute down, this one scheduled for 4x2.
Roy's going to have to watch his guard and keep his hands up against a fighter like Atal with those the big looping punches that he's going to let go.
Atal looking to line up the Goodnight Irene overhand right perhaps. Just gets under the way of the right hook from Roy Hronas. Hronas snaps out that sticky jab again, launches that searing right round kick to the head.
Both fighters just a little too eager. They need to settle a bit and just find their range. The range is being thrown out of whack, so to speak, at the minute because they're just a little too eager to rush in. Just need to stand back and pick the shots a little cleaner.
This could be one of the premier fights of tonight's card. Of course, much more to come. Laura Skinner, Evan Themalakis, Tony Antoniou, and the big one, Chrisopoulides against Paul Robinson. The high right round kick there from Roy Hronas. But nothing is thrown so far as phased Atal Kakkar.
Well, he gets his gloves up very, very quickly, Atal. He's got superior defences. But Roy Hronas, very, very quick, lightning fast legs. Even up first round. I'd give that one 1-for-1.
About 6.
Hammer first name basis, please, for this ring girl.
Megan is making her way around the ring. Megan from Diva
Megan.
Promotions. Diva Promotions supplying those lovely ring girls.
We are ready to rock and roll in round number 2 between Atal Kakkar out of the blue corner and Roy Hronas out of the red corner. The East Coast title on the line. Referee Graham Waddell gets us underway. First round, as the hammer said, a good even one. Nothing in it really. Couple of jabs, right hand, round kick combination there from Roy Hronas. Hronas just snapping out that sticky left. Almost catches Atal sleeping there with the left round kick to the jaw. Roy Hronas has opened up like a house on fire here in the second round, only 20 seconds down. Oh, beautiful body shot it was off the right there by Atal Kakkar, the Afghan battering ram. Inside thigh kick by Kakkar. Another slapping inside thigh kick from Kakkar. Hronas ties him up in the centre of the ring. Graham Waddell separates both men. We are 35 seconds down. A long-ranging, well-telegraphed uppercut from Roy Hronas. Kakkar well guarded up against it. Leaping left hook there, inside thigh kick, outside thigh kick combination from Roy Hronas. Hronas putting together the combos well in this round, Hammer.
Well, Hronas working this round a lot cleaner. He's starting to find his range a little bit more, but still they're crowding up a bit, the two boys, when they're getting close.
Big thumping right hand there, outside thigh kick from Roy Hronas. Hronas just does a bit of backpedaling now. Moves in and ties up Atal again in the centre of the ring.
Still not using his reach advantage to its full potential, Roy Hronas. He's rushing in, using it, the long reach, and then crowding in and locking up. Atal
seems to have slowed down a little bit in this round too, Hammer.
Atal is a little frustrated by Hronas' tactics.
Kakkar just moves forward, looks for the inside thigh kick, didn't come for him. Trying to maybe cut off the ring here of Roy Hronas and back him into a corner where he can unload on the body and head with the handiwork. Hronas doing a very good job here in the second round. Launches the high right round kick. Here comes Kakkar just launching the right hand off the jaw. Goes down to the bread basket and rib cage now, backing Hronas into the blue corner. Atal needs to close the ring of the much taller Roy Hronas and go to work on the body and head. Launches a big right hand, came close but no cigar. Another right hand there from Hronas.
Well, to date this round...
Body shots there from Atal Kakkar, almost lifting him off his feet.
To date this round has gone Hronas' way, I believe. Just started and worked a lot more clean scoring technique, cutting Atal off in close, locking him up. Hronas, clever tactics from him. He didn't let Atal go to work on the inside. So I'd give that round to Roy Hronas.
We are ready to rumble in the penultimate round of action, round number 3 for the East Coast title. Hronas against Atal Kakkar. And this fight brought to you by Comstore, another regular sponsor of all of Ultimate Promotions. High left round kick by Hronas, then wore a left hand to the side of the head. Body shots by Hronas, just misses. With that whipping high right round kick, good defensive front kick there from Hronas. Hronas again starting the round strongly. Atal now forcing him back into the neutral corner to work the body, trying to rip that right hand to the floating ribs of Hronas. Hronas proving quite effective so far, Hammer.
Well, Hronas' clever tactics. He's not working on the inside with Atal, because I believe Atal's probably a lot stronger on the inside than Hronas, but on the outside he's just quicker to the punch. Hronas is getting in, scoring first. Atal's waiting too much. He needs to initiate a lot more attacks and not wait as much.
Comments from the former Australian Cruiserweight Muay Thai champion, the Hammer, Mark Castanini, ringside. With myself, Michael Chavello, brought to you by Ultimate Promotions from the Keilor Basketball Stadium. Outside thigh kick there from Atal Kakkar. Right hand didn't find the mark, neither did the round kick from Hronas. Hronas moves in, ties up Kakkar. And Graham Waddell separates both men. 1 minute down here in the third round. Wild left hook there from Atal Kakkar, then goes for the overhand right. Tries up the left hook again, neither of those punches connecting.
Once again, Atal probably looking too much for the KO. He needs to start to initiate a lot more rather than letting Hronas step up on him off the breaks all the time.
Hronas just weaving under the way of Atal Kakkar's left hook. And the crowd starting to rally behind Hronas. 1 minute 20 down here in the third round. Atal moves in, trying to launch that goodnight Irene overhand right again, but it's not coming off for him. As the Hammer said, maybe looking too much for the knockout blow. Should be upping the work rate. Snappy jab there by Atal, just fell a few centimetres short of the target. There's the round kick to the upper shoulder area from Hronas. Atal just ties him up, marches Hronas back against the red corner.
Once again, a great matchup from the Ultimate Promotions team.
Hronas now zigging in against Atal Kakkar, and I'd have to say, Hammer, maybe Hronas' round again.
Well, I tell you, that round could go even, could go Hronas. Atal probably waiting a little too much. He did come back a little bit more in that the third, but Hronas unfortunately just getting in there, or fortunately for him, he's getting in there, he's landing the punches nice and quickly, and then stifling off Atal's inside work. So clever tactics from Hronas, frustrating Atal, I believe.
No smoking, ladies and gentlemen, but enjoy something to eat, something to drink. Fourth and final round.
We are ready to get it on the fourth and final round of action for the East Coast title, Hammer.
The East Coast title it is, sponsored by the Comstore, and we thank everyone down at the Comstore for their support of the Ultimate Promotions.
Well, Hronas has opened up like a house on fire again. Strong start from Hronas as he has every round, and now here comes the Afghan battering around Atal Kakkar. Kakkar turning on the big pump-dumping leg kicks.
I believe Atal really needs to get an 8 count on Hronas in this round if he's going to make an impression. He's really got to bring it on, Atal.
Just telegraphing the right hand then, Hronas. Atal maybe trying to line up a front kick, didn't quite come off for him. Here comes Hronas now, the surgeon. He's got Atal Kakkar on the operating table. Kakkar just ties him up. And Graham Waddell separates both men. 30 seconds down here in the third round, final round, I should say, of action. Snappy right hand caught Atal Kakkar napping on that occasion.
Well, fourth and final round, and Atal slightly behind the 8 ball. He needs to work up a bit more, take the initiative. Again, Hronas first in with that kick.
Atal taking one just a little bit south of the border.
Little low there, that one's a foul technique, just clipping Atal in the groin area.
He'll be auditioning for the Vienna Boys Choir after that one, Hammer.
You like that saying?
I do. Atal on his knees, begging for forgiveness from the pain from the kick of Hronas.
Michael, I think you deserve a little bit of a touch-up for that comment.
And Atal Kakkar will just make his way back to his corner. The old crown jewels have been hurt.
Well, I'm wondering...
this will be a disappointing and an anti-climax to this fight if it has to end this way, Hammer.
But Kakkar cannot continue because of the groin strike. Graham Waddell, I believe, has it in his power to give it an extension on the break, but Atal in some real trouble there.
Hronas in a display of confidence and fitness, just doing a series of pump push-ups in the centre of the ring. The crowd loving that one. And I think Graham Waddell has awarded a 1 minute extension, a 1 minute break here for Atal Kakkar. Kakkar just conferring with his corner, Hisham Hanna, Kelly Seif, Clay Matagi and Big Tasso. Atal Kakkar returns to his feet, much to the delight of the crowd, and they are ready to get it back on. He's one brave customer. Still with about 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth and final round.
Well, Graham Waddell certainly has his work cut out for him in centre ring tonight with both these boys. Atal knows he really has to get it on.
Oh, here comes the Afghan battering ram. Atal Kakkar's opened up now. The Pitbull Terrier gets it with a big left hook. Here comes Atal. Well, Atal really turning it on, then walks into a high left round kick. Kakkar just ties him up. Well, Kakkar might be infuriated from the below belt kick from Roy Hronas. Hronas moves in now.
Hronas again just cutting Atal off. He's not standing there boxing it out with him, and that's very, very clever on his behalf, because I think pound for pound in the close
succession
fighting.
of inside leg kicks there from Atal Kakkar. Hammer trying to sweep out the supporting leg.
He's trying to get Hronas off him, but clever fighting strategy from Hronas. He's not letting Atal work his strong points.
Hronas backing Atal Kakkar into the neutral corner, fires out the uppercut, straight right combination. Atal just marching him back, pulling him against the ropes, and Graham Waddell separates both men into the final seconds of this fight. Snappy jab there from Hronas. Atal Kakkar might not get the outcount he's looking for. There it is, into the fourth and final round, Hammer. One of these men will be the East Coast champion. Who will it be?
Well, I'll tell you what, that's going to be a close one, but I'm giving it second and third round the way of Hronas. Fourth round, you could have possibly gone to Atal. First round draw, maybe just Hronas pipping Atal at the post there, and the win could go the way of the red corner.
The Cassar. Come on, put your hands together for two fighting warriors, truly, Atal Kakkar and the surgeon, Roy Hronas. Graham, they meant business in there.
Absolutely, great clean fight.
A cracking fight it was. Billy, you got the championship belt and that, and also on behalf of Ultimate Promotions, that's a beautiful plaque in appreciation of your great support for Paul. The 26 big show tonight. That's for the runner-up, Billy. Okay, it's like a silver medallion, silver medal. Kickboxer International, all the latest news, Mark, right up to date, right on the button. Sylvia Morelli agrees. The latest news worldwide.
Yeah, that's the famous mall there, yep.
Okay, Billy, what number are you?
161 Nicholson Street, and the phone number is 9689 1000 for the best deals in mobile phones. 9689 1000.
The Com Store, mobile phone. Billy, a lot of friends in tonight?
Yeah, got a few guys there.
A few guys. Good evening, guys. All part of the sales team. Ladies and gentlemen, our decision for the East Coast Championship is a split one. Judge Ignatius Musat gives it 37-39 Hronas. Judge Matthew Thine gives it 38-39 Kakkar. The final card and the deciding card to decide who will be the IKBF East Coast welterweight champion, Chris Anderson, has it 37-39 for the new champ, the surgeon Roy Hronas.
Oh, well, there you have it. The new champion from Sunshine, Roy Hronas.
Billy from Com Store fixing the championship belt. We'll talk to both young men. Thanks, Billy. Thank you, guys. Atal, come across. the defending champion, going down very narrowly. Bad luck, Atal. You had you put in a tremendous performance. You copped a low one there. All your fans over there, bad luck.
No worries. I want to thank my trainer first, Keilor, for training me and bringing me up to this stage to fight for him. And I want to thank Roy for fighting me and for holding me too much in the fight. And I want to thank Thorpe for making the show and thank you. And I hope I see you again.
Okay, what a gracious man he is, the Afghan warrior. And the new champ. How about 3 cheers for Roy? Hip hip? Hip hip? Hip hip? Well done, Roy.
First of all, I want to thank Atal for giving me a hard fight. His trainer, Keilor, much appreciated. Thanks for giving me a good opportunity. Second of all, I'd like to thank John Skater, Paul Demacoli. I'm representing a person that trains people hard. His intentions are most genuine, and I wish you all the best, Paul, up in Queensland. Second of all, I'd like to thank my friends, my family for their support. You don't know how much it means to me, coming down and supporting me. Thank you very much. And I'd also like to thank the crowd and everyone else who supports kickboxing. Thank you very much.
A response, Paul? Mr. Paul Demacoli.
Well, Howard, tonight I promised 10 great fights, evenly matched. A lot of people didn't give Roy much hope to beat Atal, but me and Johnny done our homework and we thought that with the right preparation he could do the job on the day, which he did. Ladies and gentlemen, after this fight, we're going to have a fashion show by Dashay, which has got the latest trends of clothing here today at this venue. And then after that, we've got 4 great fights to wind up the program, so there's still a lot of action to go. So keep smiling, keep punching, and I'll talk to you later on. I'll put you to Howard. Thank you.
Okay, Paul Demacoli, 26 shows. Congratulations, Paul. Ladies and gentlemen, your generosity has been overwhelming, and Mr. Michael Vukovic is going to bring 2-time Aussie boxing champ Scott Brower. Come on, give Scott a big warm welcome to centre ring. Now part of the professional boxing and martial arts board, imparting his great knowledge of boxing and kickboxing. Michael, tell us what you raised.
Howard, I actually didn't raise it. The crowd, give yourselves a big applause because you've raised $1,040 for this guy. That's an excellent effort. Now, Scotty Brower is part of the Martial Arts and Professional Boxing Board of Victoria. I actually don't know how to contact this fighter, but they'll be actually going past St. Vincent's and organising to make sure the right people get this money. So again, give yourselves a big round of applause because you've done a good effort. Thank you, everybody.
Scott, you'll pass it on with everybody's appreciation.
Yes, it really was a tragedy on Friday night, and it's a credit to all of you to have donated so much money to help this guy's family. As they stated earlier, they were rushed down yesterday, and this will go a long way to paying for the airfares for his family. So thank you all very much.
Scott Brower, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Ahmet Popol, we wish him a speedy recovery. Okay, we're going to have the Dashay Fashion Parade. Dache in Chapel Street Parade. Hi. Right in the heartland of Chapel Street, is this the winter fashion collection?
That's correct. We've been open for 3 weeks now, and we're at 403 Chapel Street.
And tell us what buyers can expect. The latest in fashion, and is it any got a European flavour or?
Absolutely, totally inspired by what's going on in Europe today. As you can see by what the guys and girls showed us, there's lots of denim and just lots of easy wear, easy care, lots of colour. Come in and see it for yourself.
Okay, that address again?
403 Chapel Street, South Yarra.
And you're open 7 days a week?
We are 7 days a week, or if it's not convenient to get there, you can catalogue order, fax order over the phone, however you like.
And tonight you've got brochures on all tables.
That's right. Or if you haven't seen a brochure yet, just come up and find me and I'll make sure you get one.
Okay, the Dache team, thank you very much for being here this evening, joining us on Ultimate Kickboxing. Yeah, keep rolling. We thank very much Mary and John Demicoli, John Dunas and Ivan Refo, who assisted Michael Vukovic and that magnificent $1,000 donation towards the recovery of Ahmed Popal. And Laura Skinner, that's coming up next. Bit of music, about 7 next. Here comes Laura Skinner.
And make your way to centre ring. All the way from the Joe Hilton Stables in Queensland. It's Hope Elson.
Ladies and gentlemen, on Gladiators Collide, one of our feature attractions, gender equality. Ladies in the ring at this time, 5 rounds of interstate kickboxing. Knees to the head and body permitted in this bout. No knees to the head. Thank you, Dave The Rock Hitchcock, your third man in centering. Your judges, Chris Anderson, Matthew Pine, and
can you hear me now? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We do welcome on my left, occupying the blue corner, from a great martial arts family, the Elson family. She's trained at the Sunshine Coast Muay Thai Centre by Smokin' Joe Hilton. She brings the centre ring in Melbourne, Victoria. 11 bouts, 9 wins. She is the Intercontinental Queensland and Australian Women's Champion. 24 years of age, scaling 53.25 kilograms. Muay Thai, red, black, and white. We do welcome the Melbourne town, Hope Elson. Hope Elson in the blue corner. And across the ring, ladies and gentlemen, occupying the red corner. In 1996, she was the first Australian female woman to capture a professional boxing championship. In kickboxing, 3 crowns, climaxed in Darwin when she won the ISCA Flyweight Championship of the World. She's getting 52.60 kilograms. Part of Team Element, trained John Cheetah, managed Paul Demacoli. In boxing, a perfect record, 4 out of 4. In kickboxing, 14 bouts, 11 wins. She's dubbed the Queen of Australia. Wearing Muay Thai, red, white, gold. Would you welcome Laura Skinner?
First neutral corner. If I ask for a break, I want a good clean break. When I say stop, stop. Listen to what I call, we'll have a good clean fight.
Oh, we are ready for something special indeed, folks. Laura the Storm Skinner against Hope Elson from Queensland. This one should be a corker. Do not blink. We just saw a great fashion parade from our friends at Cassar Clothing. And now it's time for the world champion, Laura Skinner, to parade her talents in centre ring. She looks hyped. She looks ready and pumped and primed for action. The taller Hope Elson from Queensland, this one under modified Thai rules with knee. Watch for the aggression, the sheer adrenaline of Laura Skinner.
Well,
already maybe trying to wind Hope Elson on the way down to the canvas there.
Well, Hope looked in a bit of bother just off that engagement.
Here comes Laura Skinner, the world champion, and Elson goes down in the first round. Elson may be in a world of hurt early.
Well, Hope Elson doesn't look like she wants to be there at all. Off that dump, she was a bit winded, bit hurt.
Hope
Elson doesn't look like she's
overwhelmed.
fired at all.
Oh, the big ball thrown hand there from Skinner. Here comes the storm. Here comes the pain. She tags her with the left hand. Laura Skinner's opened up like a house on fire, like a woman possessed. Here comes the storm, Laura Skinner. She's all over her like a rash. Hope Elson more knocks to the front door. She planted her like a tree. Dave Hedgecock applies the count. Hope Elson in a world of bother. She's on Robert Lick Street here in the first round, only 50 seconds down.
Hope Elson doesn't want to be there. That's not good frame of mind to be in when you're fighting someone like Laura Skinner. You really have to take it up to her. Laura's just going to do a demolition job here now, Michael.
Here comes Laura with the big right hand, the big good night Irene. Goes down to the body now. Skinner just relentless, unmerciful. A 1-2-4 combination from Skinner. It's all over. It's good night Irene. That's why Laura Skinner is a champion of the world.
Just too powerful, too much power, too much technique. She dumped Hope Elson right at the outset, and Hope never really recovered from that. Laura Skinner just too strong, and Hope Elson just not up to the job here tonight. Right from the outset, Michael, she didn't look comfortable immediately when she walked in the ring.
Hammer Laura Skinner is something special indeed. You've got to be top notch to face her, and Hope Elson just wasn't cut out for the task here tonight.
Okay, July Osmond, congratulations, very soon. One of our great favourite kickboxing champions, July Osmond, here at ringside. Soon to be a folk there. Okay, coming in the centre ring. Okay, July Osmond, congratulations, July. We'll be talking. Come on, a big round of applause there for Hope Elson. For bad luck, Hope. Come up and just talk to us for a moment. It takes two to tango. Come on, she was a courageous lady. She got off the canvas twice. Hope, you really didn't have a chance to get started.
No, it's been a long time since I've fought. It's been over a year, so the nerves got to me a bit. So
it was really the punching power that caught you sort of off guard, and you just couldn't get time to produce your kicks, which is your strength, obviously.
Yeah, I'm a bit more used to longer grappling and stuff like that too. So, like, I take nothing away from Laura. She's a good fighter and everything. So
we'll see you again soon.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, Hope Elson there. A little overwhelmed. And what a lady. The official time, ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute, 20 seconds into round one. Your winner, the Queen of Australia, Laura Skinner. Laura, it's almost like a homecoming in many ways, isn't it?
It's just such a great feeling fighting in front of my home crowd. It's been a while for me, so in a way I'm happy that it ended quickly, but in a way I'm not, so.
Laura, take the microphone because a lot of people here tonight supporting you.
Yeah, I'd really like to thank John Skeeter, trainer, Paul Demicoli, my rock, all my family who came and watched me tonight. You know, it meant a lot to me. All the kids that are in here, Lee, Gab, everyone who supports me. Thank you very much. There's heaps more, but I just can't think at the moment. Thank you.
Okay. There's the magnificent trophy. And we'll hand that over to Hope Elson, Australian Trim Supply, on behalf of Ultimate. And you'll pass it on to Hope. John Sheeter come across. It was a punching power that was awesome. Hope didn't have a chance, literally.
Yeah, Hope had 9 or 10 fights. Laura is a good boxer. She's been over the States and fought. A lot of people underestimate her power. Her preparation wasn't probably 150% for this, but she got through it because she's just got such a big heart and determination. All the boys from the Sunshine Gym put all they can into a fight. We've got 2 more big fights, or 3 actually, coming up. So I'm going to be hoarse at the end of the night.
Thank you, John Sheeter and Laura Skinner. Bit of music and we'll keep the show rolling.
Take on ever Themalakis, and an enviable task of that from the Joe Hilton stable. It's Nick Mansell.
Ladies and gentlemen, bout number 8, IKBF East Coast Championship at junior middleweight. Would you welcome, ladies and gentlemen, on my left, the second component of Joe Hilton's Sunshine Coast Muay Thai Training Center, Kickboxing Center. Ladies and gentlemen, this man has had 7 bouts, 4 wins, 3 losses, 21 years of age, scaling 70.95 kilograms. They call him the Madman, Nick Mansell, wearing 2 colors, trunks of red and black with a touch of green and white. And across the ring, part of Team Ultimate, manager Paul Demicoli, coach John Sheeter. He's unbeaten in kickboxing. 3 out of 3 ain't bad. Ladies and gentlemen, getting 70.15 kilograms. Ladies and gentlemen, the Gladiator, Themalakis. Graham Retel to give referees instructions. 4 by 2 minutes. Sponsored by Dash-A, Chapel Street, Paran.
Touch cards to start the first and final round.
Chapel Street, South Yarra, Dash-A.
Well, Lord,
Here we
Let's
go. Let's
on
get
our
it
program
on.
brought to you by Ultimate Promotions. This one sponsored by Dashay, the fashion leaders. And it's Evan Themalakis out of the red corner against Nick Mansell from Queensland. Out of the blue corner, Michael Savello with Mark Castanini. Huge crowd support for Evan Themalakis. And he collects Mansell, the big loop hook early. Mansell rock. Well, Mansell might be preparing to take a trip down the boulevard of broken dreams.
I'll tell you what, Mansell's in a bit of bother, Michael. Watch Themalakis jump on him now.
I told you Themalakis was a knockout sensation. Down goes Mansell. It's all over. It's all over. It's all over. It's good night, Irene. Even Themalakis is under 25 seconds.
That is absolute tragedy for the boys from the Sunshine Coast.
Wow.
Very unusual, Joe Hilton's gym. Usually they're coming out firing, but tonight, Nick Mansell just totally bombed out by the big bombing Evan Themalakis. And he is certainly looking in fit shape, Evan Themalakis. He came in focused and well prepared by the boys from Team Ultimate.
Dashay, did I have one of the models or one of the management team to pop in the center ring and present the championship belts? And an Ingots. 403 Chapel Street, South Iera. Ladies and gentlemen, after 25 seconds of the first round, the new IKBF East Coast Junior Middleweight Champion, the Gladiator, Evan Themalakis. And to show you appreciation for Nick Mansell, it was a tough night in the office. Okay, come up from Dashay. Lovely lady. Come into centre ring. No swearing, sir. This is a church service here. We've got to be in the best behaviour. Pop that championship belt around in just a moment. No, it's all right. No, don't take it off. Okay, thank you, Dashay.
Thank you. Well done, guys. Well done, Evan. Yeah.
That's it. We're cool. Okay, how about 3 cheers for Evan? 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 You literally blew your man away. Congratulations.
Thanks very much. I've got to thank Nick. I was just nervous and look at the calves in the guy, you know. I thought he was going to chop me up. Look, I really got to thank Johnny, you know. He works hard with all his boys and he makes sure that we're all ready before he puts us on. The guy doesn't get paid, you know. We don't pay the guy to train us. He looks at a guy, he thinks we've got a bit of talent, and he puts his heart into it. Thanks very much to Johnny, Paul D for putting on the show. I've got to really thank the sponsors, you know, because without sponsors, you know, we can't really get the show up and going. Thanks, Dashay. And you guys, Dashay's on Chapel Street. It's the old gas station store. So, if you don't go down there to buy some clothes, you saw the models, eh? Also, Thorpe Transporting from Tits, Thorpe Interstate Transporting Services. Got to thank them. And also, everyone from Hands On. My mentor is somewhere in the crowd, Robert Hermes, Richard Kabakian. Thanks very much. Also, you know, I saw Bob Jones before in the back room. You know, he's the king of kickboxing. He brought it into Australia. I'm, you know, really happy to see Bob Jones here. And everyone for coming, you know, God bless you, because without you guys, mate, for getting behind us, thanks very much. I'll see you guys soon.
What a great speech by the Gladiator, Evan Themalakis. Now, a young man who's been through the wars recently. Last time I saw him, he was plastered up literally from neck to toe, but remarkably the last few days he's out of plaster and looking good. Big warm welcome for the great white shark, the warrior, Jack Beard. Jack, you're looking good again.
Yeah, trying to keep in shape. It's hard when you got all these injuries, but I'm trying my best to keep in shape. I'll promise I'll be back this year. Johnny and Paul for doing the right thing by me, bringing me all the way up to the top, and then Tarek Solid gave me a good opportunity to fight for a world title. Unfortunately, I couldn't look after myself well enough to go through it, but he promised me a rematch with Michael Zambidis in August, and I'll be back to win that title for Australia and bring another world title back to Western Suburbs. Thank you very much.
It's one of our great warriors, always gives 100%. Thank you, Jack. Would you welcome the centre ring? Real deal, and
making a return to centering, the man they call the Wonder, Antoniou.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ultimate Promotions proudly presented the Interstate Match Fights, sponsored by City West Fencing. 4 rounds of kickboxing action. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome on my left, part of the trifecta of the Queensland contingent from the Sunshine Coast Thai Boxing Centre. He comes to Melbourne with a record of 8 fights, 4 wins, 4 losses, 19 years of age, scanning 66.55 kilograms, proudly wearing the Joe Hilton colours, red, white, blue, and black. Would you welcome John Dickson? John Dickson, representing Queensland, Sunshine Coast. And across the ring, wearing Muay Thai trunks of purple, red, with a tiger on the front. He's been dubbed the Comeback Kid from West Sunshine, now part of Team Ultimate. 9 fights, 7 wins. 1 loss, 1 draw. 24 years of age, scanning 64.75 kilograms. Would you welcome Team Ultimate's Tony Antoniou. Dave the Rock Hedgecock. Good evening to you, Faye Leach. Welcome, Faye. From the Ink. Here we go.
All right, guys, you're both aware of the rules. Listen to what I call. If I ask for a break, I want a good, clean break. In case for a knockdown, you must go to the furthest neutral corner. Do as I say, listen to what I ask for you to do, and we'll have a good, clean fight.
Oh, Michael Chavello ringside with Mark the Hammer Castanini, all is in readiness for our semi-main event. Out of the blue corner from the Joe Hilton Stables in Queensland, John Dickson. Against the Wonder, Tony Antoniou from the Team Ultimate Sunshine Police Youth Team. This one's scheduled for 4x2. Tony Antoniou, the Wonder, making a return to centre ring. Of course, a couple of years ago, this young man was the hottest property in Australian kickboxing. Let's see if he's still got all the flair, all the wonder that made him such a top up-and-coming fighter. A much taller opponent hammering John Dickson.
Well, Dickson, Thai stylist, no knees, no grappling in this one, however. Antoniou, that's going to certainly favour him. Antoniou switching stance, he goes from orthodox to southpaw. That is his Taekwondo grounding. They frequently switch stance, Taekwondo fighters. But have a look out for the kicks on Antoniou. Step up side kick just being thrown out there. And there'll be plenty more of them to come.
Well, of course, his trademark wonder kick, that step up side kick to the face, and a beautiful jump turning kick there from the wonder, Tony Antoniou. The most exciting kicker in the country. Up against a much taller John Dickson from Queensland. This one brought to you by City West Fencing. And Dickson's going to have a hard time fencing in Tony Antoniou. Look at Antoniou dancing lightly around the ring.
Well, Dickson's going to have to keep his guard up because Antoniou's going to be raining down on his face with those kicks of his.
The wonder, Tony Antoniou, only 24 years of age. Such potential on this young man. Antoniou just getting under the high right round kick, tries out a spinning heel kick. Came close but no cigar. John Dickson wearing the WMC Muay Thai shorts. As the hammer said, no elbows or knees in this fight. Strictly kickboxing.
Certainly a bit of a disadvantage from the boys from the Sunshine Coast. No grappling, no knees. They haven't had a chance even to show much of that in the previous two. Been taken out fairly early. But Dickson looking to give this one a bit of a shake-up and carry the flag for Joe Hilton's gym.
Antoniou moves in, trying to loop up the overhand right. Goes to the breadbasket, then a right kick to the ribs.
Looking very sharp though, Antoniou. Doesn't look like he's had a bit of a layoff at all. He's straight back into the comfort zone there.
Such an entertaining fighter, the wonder, Tony Antoniou. Great to see him back in centre ring, one of our favourites. Inside thigh kick there from Antoniou. John Dickson just gets out of the way of the high left round kick. And the first round, it goes to the wonder, hammer.
I tell you what, Antoniou, as I said, looks like he hasn't even had a layoff. Moving nice and light on his feet, throwing those kicks out from all angles. I'd like to see him work his hands a little bit more over the kicks, but nevertheless, Antoniou is looking the goods.
Okay, we're now semi-main event. Tony Antoniou, the comeback kid, working the red corner, and John Dickson in the blue. Joe Hilton, his mentor.
We are ready to rumble in round number 2. The living legend Dave Hedgecock will get us underway. The wonder, Tony Antoniou, out of the red corner against John Dickson from the Sunshine Coast. It was the wonder, Antoniou, in the first round. Now switching the southpaw stance back to orthodox stance, trying to launch that wonder kick, the step-up side kick to the face.
Well, Dickson needs to close that distance off. He's given Antoniou too much room to work his turning kicks and his side kicks. He needs to get in kicking range and use his hands more. But Antoniou, clever tactics from him. He's light on the balls of the feet, keeping his distance there, ready to launch the kicks out.
Antoniou moving very well, launching a spinning heel kick from in close. Part of that Taekwondo background of his. So black belt in Taekwondo, ITF Taekwondo, formerly under Robert Lai. Nice left hook from in close there from Antoniou, then fires off the right hand to the jaw. Antoniou now starting to work some of the hands. John Dickson has no answers as of yet for Tony Antoniou. Antoniou just checks the low kick. Dickson going after with the right hand, goes for the high left round kick to Antoniou.
Good straight punching from Dickson when he gets it on. So Antoniou's going to need to be looking out for those. High kick coming from Dickson there, nice and crisp as well.
The wonder continues to change stance, now switching back to orthodox stance once more. Gets out of the way of the whipping high right round kick from John Dickson. Inside thigh kick from Dickson was well checked by the wonder. A front kick off those long ranging right leg from John Dickson, then launches the high right round kick. The wonder a turning back kick to the midsection in close, then works the hands down to the breadbasket and rib cage. Sweeping inside thigh kick there from the wonder, then dances out of the way of trouble. We are 1.5 minutes down to the second round, hammer.
Johnny Skeeter calling for Antoniou to go high-low, work over the top.
Thumping right hand there in close from Johnny Dickson. Into the final seconds now of the second round of action. This one brought to you by City West Fencing. Another great fight teed up by Ultimate Promotions, Paul Demicoli and John Sheeter. Antoniou moves in again. Just smiling at John Dickson. He's enjoying this comeback here, Tony Antoniou. Antoniou moves in, left hook, right hand combination. Another solid round for the one.
Well, another solid round from Antoniou. Dickson coming back a little in the second round, but still Antoniou the busier of the two, and throwing a lot more technique on the inside, really working solidly with the hands as well, Antoniou in that round. And that's what I was talking about in that first round. You can bring those hands in under the kicks. It's pretty much got a complete scorecard right there. But John Dickson's still giving it a red hot shake. He's a tough cookie, and he's not backing off easily either.
Thank you, Angela. Seconds out, round 3.
We are ready to rock and roll in the third round of action. The wonder, Antoniou out of the red corner, and John Dickson. Dickson comes bounding out of his corner this time. Oh, the high right round kick on the side of the jaw, but the wonder takes it.
There's one back of his own, John Dickson, getting a roundhouse kick right up to the jawline of Antoniou.
Well, he's got those big ranging legs. Oh, spinning a heel kick from in close from the wonder. Antoniou now maybe starting to line up some of those trademark wonder kicks. Goes for the overhand right, came close but no cigar.
Just needs to get the angle on the overhand right a little higher. Antoniou is bringing it in too low. If you can weave it up a little bit higher. Dickson is dropping his hands when they get in close.
Well, this is the third round scheduled 4-4. Nice snappy jab there from Antoniou. John Dickson comes moving forward yet again, but a little bit tentative now. Not wanting to get too close. Beautiful front kick to the face there from Dickson. Antoniou moves in, close the gap. Goes to the hands for the breadbasket. Inside thigh kick. Didn't come off there for John Dickson. Dickson moves forward. A better round so far from the man from Queensland. Antoniou, that step up side kick there to the breadbasket. A real gut muncher. Old Dickson goes downstairs to the legs. Flicks out the front kick. Nice dropping right hand down to the midsection there from Antoniou. Leaping left hook from Antoniou. Then working the right hand in close. A heel kick to the back of the calf there from Antoniou. And we're 1 minute 15 down here in the third round. Inside thigh kick was well checked by Antoniou. Dickson comes in with another inside thigh kick. A better round this for John Dickson, Hammer.
Well, he's certainly coming on strong now, John Dickson. He landed those good front kicks to the face. He's getting his range a little bit more, Dickson. Antoniou needs to be back on the balls of his feet as he was earlier. He's slowed down a little bit. There's a nice
the high
round
kick there from the wonder, Antoniou. A clipping left hand to the side of the jaw there from John Dickson. Now Dickson is rallying. Dickson with the high right round kick. Antoniou just dances out of the way of danger, gets out of dodge. Into the final 10 seconds now.
Antoniou
needs
he needs to keep his guard up when he's at range, Antoniou. He keeps his hands too much on his chest, leaving his head an open target for that right round kick of John Dickson. But that round probably going the way of John Dickson, Michael. I'm telling you, that's 2 to Antoniou, 1 to Dickson. And again, we're coming down to that fourth and final round, the last round decider. And that's a testament to the excellent matchups of Ultimate Promotions.
And final round.
Oh, here we go in the fourth and final round of action. The wonder Antoniou against John Dickson. The first 2 rounds belong to Antoniou, but the third to Dickson. Now the fourth and deciding round. Antoniou comes out with a snarl on his face. Moves in for a jumping right hand, didn't come up for him. Guards up against the high left round kick, high right round kick. John Dickson has gained confidence now. Dickson goes downstairs, chopping away the lead thigh of Antoniou. Antoniou getting under the round kick. Well, John Dickson really turning on the adrenaline here in the fourth round. He could still take this fight. Antoniou weaves under the left hook, moves in a snappy jab.
Well, Dickson needs to keep the pressure on, because if he gives Antoniou range, that's where he's going to execute his technique.
Antoniou just caps him there with a short left hook. Round kick to the ribs there. Antoniou thumps away with the right hand. Antoniou just burying him when Dickson comes in close. Antoniou hasn't thrown a kick yet in this round. High right round kick there from Dickson. Antoniou relying on the hands here in the fourth and final round. 50 seconds down. And there's the inside leg kick from Antoniou. He hasn't gone above the waist yet. High left right round kick combinations there from John Dickson, raking in the points. And the tie armband just slipping down the right arm of John Dickson. Dave Hedgecock, the living legend, will get us back underway. Antoniou goes for a spinning back kick. Inside thigh kick there from Antoniou, caught the shin of John Dickson. Dickson goes to the outside left thigh. Antoniou chops to the outside left thigh. They're kicking 1 for 1 at the moment in the fourth and final round. Spinning heel kick to the head there from in close from Antoniou.
Excellent technique from Antoniou. Tell you what, you really got to appreciate that fourth round, final round. He's still ripping out those spinning heel kicks. That's putting on a show for the crowd here.
And he needs no distance whatsoever. It's just a matter of hip torque there from Antoniou. Moves in now with the high left round kick. Can the Wonder bring it home strongly as the crowd rally behind him?
He needs to bring it on strong and seal it up, or at least get an even round. If he can bring this one even, it may just go the way of Antoniou.
Here comes the Wonder, Tony Antoniou, another spinning turning kick from in close in the red corner. Antoniou needs no room to move those kicks. Here comes Johnny Dickson with a big right hand. Antoniou continues to move forward now into the final second. A spinning heel kick to end the round for Antoniou. Hammer. We go down to the judges. How do you see it?
Give that one even. If you give that one even, give the first two to Antoniou, the third to Dickson. It could go the way of Antoniou in the red corner.
I'll go slightly Antoniou's way, Hammer, but it will be a close one.
It's going to be a close one, and what a gallant effort there from John Dickson. He fought back well, and the boys from the Sunshine Coast should be very proud of him, carrying the flag proudly.
City West. We have somebody from that company, City West Fencing. Don't know these things until Bart and Bob add up the scorecards. That's an appreciation of your great support. That goes to the runner-up. We don't say the loser. Come across here, Jason. John Dickson, the most competitive Queensland kickboxer tonight. Well done, John. Fought with great heart and soul there. So did Nick Mansell and Hope Elson. City West Fencing, whereabouts are you based, Jason?
Sydenham.
Sydenham, a growing metropolis. Sydenham. Thanks, guys. Any gals there? All guys?
All guys.
Oh. They'll be right, said Fred. In AFL football today, Geelong beats St Kilda. Scorecards, and it's desperately close once again.
I wonder.
Okay, Judge Ignatius Miscellaneous gave it 37-39 for the Queensland fighter. Okay, the second one, 38-39 the other way, Antoniou. The third and final card has it 38-38, John Dickson, Tony Antoniou, a draw. Okay, a drawn contest.
A drawn decision, I have to say, Hammer, I don't agree with that one. I thought Antoniou nudged him.
Certainly first two to Antoniou. Dickson last round, possibly a draw.
No trophy, only 2 medallions.
Well, a bit of an anticlimax there.
Another draw. There we are. The judges could not split.
Hard done by.
Thank you, Jason. Okay, how about a big round of applause for Tony and John? Yep, my word.
Nevertheless, good to see Tony Antoniou back in action.
Well,
and he will certainly be
Tony,
something
it's
special.
been, 18 months, 2 years since your last bout? 2.5 years, a long time out of the ring. I know you went through a long time of mental assessment and all those sort of things, but you're back in town.
Yeah, glad to be back. Like I said, it's been 2.5 years since the last bout. Bit rusty, very rusty actually, so now training with Johnny Skeeter. I'm sure give me another 6 months, I'll do a lot better. I'd like to thank a few people. John Leckie, Dr. Peter Lewis too, for helping with my injuries. Mark Castaneda, Mike Chevalier from Blitz, they've supported me all the way. Howard Lee, and just Paul Demicoli for putting on the show. Thanks all the friends, relatives for coming. Some people come a long way, so thank you very much. Thanks, John Dickson, as well.
Thanks, Tony Antoniou. What a gracious man. John, well done. Come to Melbourne after seeing 2 of your colleagues beaten pretty quickly, and you put him in top performance there.
Yeah, I just wanted to get back on him for beating him, but we had a draw, so yeah, that's what happened.
Against good company, though.
Yeah, he's a good fighter. A lot different fighting kickboxing from Muay Thai, which I've been fighting all the time now. So yeah, it's a lot different.
We hope to see you back in Melbourne again soon, John.
Yeah, hope so. Bring on the knees.
Bring on the knees. Okay, John Dickson from the Gold Coast.
I'd like to thank me auntie, uncle, and 2 cousins for coming. And there's this lady over here. She's been following me everywhere. Oh well, thanks for support.
You're almost a Melbourneian, John. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Paul Demicoli, to thank you for being here and being part of 26 big shows. Congratulations, Paul.
Thank you, Howard. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I'd like to thank each and one of you for coming. It's our second last fight of the night that we've come to the main event now. John is just getting Chris ready. I'd like to thank a few people, please. I'd like to thank the Martial Arts Control Board, Mel McGuinness, Bart McCarthy. I'd like to thank Silvio Morelli for a rare visit to our presence in the western suburbs. Mark Michael, I'd like to thank Mr. Graham Burke, Mr. Tarek Solak for attending, and all my sponsors who put in the hard yards, cop my phone calls, but they turn up on the night and enjoy themselves, and that's the main thing. Ladies and gentlemen, after the show's finished, you're more than welcome to come and have a drink at the bar with all the boys. And thank you very much for a great night of kickboxing, and I look forward to seeing you once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Paul. Paul, thank you, Silvio Morelli, for coming to the West for one of the few times. He's here. Okay, a bit of music, and we'll be back with our main event of the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Get ready to explode.
Mr. Charisma, the man they call Chrisopoulides. He's going to bring the house down, the roof down, and take it to the rafters of the Keilor Basketball Stadium. Chrisopoulides.
Ladies and gentlemen, could you be all upstanding just for a brief moment, please? Could you be all upstanding just for a brief moment? Before our main event. Could I have quiet, please? Ladies and gentlemen, talking to promoter Paul Demicoli during the week, he felt that many people had not been able yet to pay tribute to the tremendous work, the magnificent work of the late Master Dean of Trainer Goodson. I'd ask you just to observe a moment, not a long time, as we remember a man who was born in San Francisco, went to Honolulu, Hawaii, came to Australia in 1983, and then went on to train 90 World South Pacific Intercontinental Victorian Australian champions in boxing, kickboxing. He was truly a legend, and our sport of kickboxing is poorer for the loss of Master Dana the trainer. May God rest his soul, as we in the West, under Ultimate Promotions banner, Paul Demicoli, John Cheetah, Team Ultimate, pay tribute to the man, the number one man, Master Dana Goodson. Angela Buttigieg, our timekeeper, will toll the bell 10 times as we pay tribute again to the great work of Master Dana the trainer Goodson. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is our main event, Gladiators Collide. Howard Lee, MC Hammer, on behalf of Team Ultimate, Paul Demicoli, promoter and trainer John Cheetah. 26 big shows, counting them down. Bout number 10, the big boys of kickboxing. Super heavyweights in the ring at this time. Introducing first, occupying the blue corner from Greensboro. He's a big favourite on Tarek Solik's K1 circuit. Ladies and gentlemen, last night he scaled 95.80 kilograms, part of the tradition of Fitzroy Stars Master Dana the trainer, with Evan Lakos, his mentor tonight. Would you welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the man they call Iron Man, Paul Robinson, wearing light blue, black trunks, Gary Minos. And across the ring, he holds 3 individual super heavyweight championships. He's the pride of St. Albans, wearing blue trunks, part of Team Ultimate, scaling, ladies and gentlemen, a massive 109.40 kilograms. I'm proud to dub him Mr. Charisma, Chrisopoulides. Here we go, main event.
Before I start my count, listen to what I ask. If I ask for a clean break, I want you to stop fighting and break. Just do as I tell you to do, and we'll have a good clean fight. You understand? Okay, let's go.
Last minute instructions there from the third man in centre, the living legend Dave Hitchcock.
It's showtime at the Keilor Stadium.
Michael Chavello ringside with Mark the Hammer Castanini. And the time for talk is over. The main event, Chrisopoulides out of the red corner against Paul Robinson. Early slip to the canvas there for Chrisopoulides. Paul Robinson looks like a man determined. Robinson with the right round kick, the southpaw Paul Robinson. Snappy jab there from Chrisopoulides. Doesn't want Robinson to get the advantage and the momentum early. A knee in close there from Chrisopoulides and another. Wow, Chrisopoulides latching on early with the knee. Mr. Charisma. And Dave Hitchcock just separating both men. Chrisopoulides working the knees to the breadbasket early, Hammer.
Well, Chrisopoulides tying up. It's certainly going to be a strong point. If he latches on the Robinson's going to be in a bit of bother. It's such a big man grabbing onto you. It's very hard to get out of that grapple. But Chrisopoulides is working his knees a treat. Robinson's taking a bit of an early battering. But he's a tough cookie, the Iron Man, Paul Robinson. And he'll rev it up, no problem about that.
We saw him recently go the distance with Andrew Peck in the K1 Oceania. Then against Fadi Hadara. What will he do here tonight against Chrisopoulides? We're 1 minute down.
Robinson's really got to grab the waist of Chrisopoulides on that grapple. He can't just guard up. He's got to grab the waist of Chrisopoulides and pull him in tight to negate the knees, because if he stands back, he's going to be in a bit of trouble.
Knees to the midsection again from Chrisopoulides. He is holding on. He is not letting Paul Robinson escape and is doing some damage. Robinson goes for the inside leg kick, tries for the left uppercut. Chrisopoulides just ties him up, knees the inside thigh.
Well, Robinson's still continuing with just putting his hands across his chest. That's not an effective knee negate. He really needs to turn his hip or lock Chrisopoulides in around the waist.
Hammer, I must say, a very good display so far for Chrisopoulides.
Chrisopoulides just claiming a knee to the inside, or a bit low to the groin.
Leg check there from Chrisopoulides, then works the right knee to the breadbasket. And the left knee might have hurt Paul Robinson. Well, Robinson just burying in now into the first round, Hammer.
Well, totally Chrisopoulides that round. Just work rate from him. Landed some good solid knee strikes on Robinson. Robinson, really, as I said, he's not got a strategy worked out for those knee strikes yet. And Chrisopoulides looking very sharp here tonight.
Yes, coming up June 1st to Springvale City Hall. What a great match. Sebastian Sosa, Harold Sophocleos Stadium. Seconds out, round 2.
We're about to rumble in the second round of action. Paul Robinson out of the blue corner against Chrisopoulides. The first round definitely belonged to Chrisopoulides, working the knees to the breadbasket. A front kick to open proceedings from the southpaw, Paul Robinson. Chrisopoulides ties him up again. Will he find the good night, Irene? Farewell knee to the head. The much shorter, stockier Paul Robinson, the much taller, heavier Chrisopoulides. Chrisopoulides goes for the leg kick to that rear left thigh.
Well, Chrisopoulides got those big thumping legs. He is a big man by any stretch of the word. He's certainly got a lot of size behind everything he does.
All tied up with nowhere to go. Dave Hedgecock separates both men.
Chrisopoulides
down.
Inside the ring is a real force to be reckoned with. Outside the ring is a thorough gentleman, Chrisopoulides.
Good knee to the upper ribs there from Chrisopoulides off the right. And just smothering Robinson. The wear down tactic from Chrisopoulides.
And a big thank you to Economics for sponsoring this bout. All the sponsors here tonight. Fantastic support to the Ultimate Promotions team.
All the sponsors of tonight's card: Economics, City West Fencing, Dashay Australian Trim Supplies, Comstore, The High Point Accident Repairs, CNN Vehicle Trimming, D-Tarp Services, GLE Real Estate, and of course Super Deal Furniture. And what a super deal we're getting here tonight in centre ring from Ultimate Promotions. Chrisopoulides falls through the ropes. Oh no! Oh no, he's gone through the ropes. Well, Chrisopoulides and Robinson have both gone down.
They went through the ropes. There's a bit of bother there. Chrisopoulides
Robinson
again,
all the way to the floor, always.
again hurting his back.
Wow. I tell you what, Hammer. Paul Robinson down on the floor in the hands of Dr. Peter Lewis. What a spill.
I tell you what, Chrisopoulides and Robinson going right through the ropes there. And that's a bit of a fall there from Paul Robinson.
Wow, from way up high, Paul
I'll tell you what,
Robinson.
he's rolled right over the top and hurt himself on the floor.
Let's see if we can have a look at him in the hands of his trainers, Paul Robinson. A little bit of a grimace on his face, and the crowd rallying for the Iron Man to return to centre ring. Here he comes, Paul Robinson. Chrisopoulides might have hurt his back a little bit too. Well, Robinson looks a little bit worse for wear after that spill, Hammer.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're falling 4 foot, down out of the ring.
And it's about 1.5 minutes down here in the second round. Chrisopoulides ties him up again and working the knees to the midsection. Uppercut leg kicks from Chrisopoulides. They're hammering. Moving through the ropes again. Paul Robinson holding on. Was it a late blow from Chrisopoulides though?
It was a late blow.
A late blow.
Paul Robinson in all sorts of bother here. He had his leg caught in that rope at least halfway through that engagement.
Hedgecock warning Chrisopoulides for the late blow.
Well, the big boys really need to clean it up. It's looking a bit shabby at the moment. We've got to just tidy it up and rely on the skills that we know they both possess.
Chrisopoulides like a house on fire. He's been all attack. Just ties up Paul Robinson again. Robinson the knees to the breadbasket. Knees to the thigh there from Chrisopoulides.
Well, there's clever low kneeing there from Chrisopoulides, working down the thighs of Robinson.
Here comes Robinson. Here comes the Bulldog. It's the end of the second round, Hammer. We got controversy. We got action aplenty.
Turning into a bit of a brawl, this one. Brawl for it all, as you would say, Michael. But nevertheless, Chrisopoulides taking that round as well. That's 2 rounds to him, with a bit of a spill through the ropes. I think that happens almost every Chrisopoulides fight.
I think it's the only guarantee, Hammer.
Too much of a big man. The ropes can't hold him in. But nevertheless, Chrisopoulides doing well in this, the main event.
Economics main event. Come on, raise the roof. Exciting action. Out of the ring, in the ring.
We are ready to get on in round number 3. This one scheduled 4-4. Paul Robinson comes charging out of his corner. The two big men slugging it out.
Big looping right hand there from Chrisopoulides, just missing the target. If that one lands, it's going to send Robinson into next week.
That could send him into the land of good night, Irene. Big leg kick there from Chrisopoulides. Just takes out the left leg of the Ironman.
Well, he's focused here tonight, Chrisopoulides. I tell you what, he is a tough customer.
This is probably the best we've seen Chrisopoulides fight hammer. Down he goes, Robinson. Robinson hurt. He's caught the thigh.
Chrisopoulides.
Mr. Charisma doing a dance, doing the boogie woogie. He's blowing it. Paul Robinson's right thigh has been damaged. Chrisopoulides is alive and kicking. It's a happening. Robinson moves in, but he's been hurt. Chrisopoulides goes after the thighs again. Robinson forced
Putting
to cover
a nice
up.
combination together, Chrisopoulides. That's tidy stuff from him. We want to see more of that from the big fella.
Chrisopoulides looking his best ever.
4 or 5 punch combo. Threaded it up with the leg kick right on the end. That's a Johnny Skeeter influence we want to see in Chrisopoulides.
The southpaw Paul Robinson moves forward again. He is a hurt and tired man. Chrisopoulides has been all over him. Robinson's taken more, knocks to the front door and it goes down. He planted him like a tree. It's going to be all over, folks. It's going to be all over, folks. It's all over. It's good. Night, Irene.
Oh, the right leg of Paul Robinson is been totally demolished by
Chrisopoulides has brought the house down, Hammer. He's back. Chrisopoulides is back in the winner's circle.
Johnny Skeeter is just shaking his head, wondering what he has to do to contain the big fella.
Chrisopoulides is elated, Hammer.
He's totally elated, and time for a new opponent for Chrisopoulides.
Jubilation in centre ring.
Maybe Andrew Peck and Chrisopoulides. Like to see that one.
Maybe. Desolation for Paul Robinson.
And congratulations to Chrisopoulides. Commiserations to the Ironman Paul Robinson. Always a tough customer, but tonight just totally overwhelmed by the great man Chrisopoulides.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say, hang on. This guy's tough. I gave him everything and I respect him. Congratulations, Paul. You're a tough boy. You never say no to a fight. That's instant respect from me. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Paul Robinson.
Thanks, Chris. You're a tough boy, mate. Good luck for the future. Please, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a bit of a story I want to tell you. My trainer died in December. And since then, I've been like a lost puppy, training different places. My home gym, Fitzroy, isn't open yet, but I'm still going to be out there, giving it my best. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Bye.
Thank you, Peter Lewis. Okay, how about 3 cheers for Chris? Hibbert?
Well, a victory there for Chrisopoulides. From Michael Chavello and Mark Castanini, thank you for joining us ringside at the Keilor Basketball Stadium.
Thank you very much, Howard. I hope, ladies and gentlemen, you all enjoyed the event. My partner, John Shooter, and myself, drive home safely, best wishes, and good luck in the future. Thank you very much.
Protect yourself at all times, both physically and emotionally. Reach for the stars. May God bless. Peace on earth. We are one nation. You got to fight for your right. Thanks, guys, in the sound room. Hallelujah. Keep punching. Come on. A big round of applause for Paul Robinson. He was a gallant man, a gallant warrior in centering. Paul Robinson. Paid tribute by Chrisopoulides. Good night to you all. Good night, Bill. Keep punching.